Hello, and welcome to Q&A Thursday here at the Rag Company. I'm Dane Hennen. To my right, Levi Gates.
Oh, Dane, what's going on?
The usual. And to my far left, Anthony Fisher.
Oh, hey.
And to my immediate left, who's this? We have a guest from the other side of the screen has suddenly joined us. Justin Dean, Mountain Town Detail. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here.
Yeah, Grambassador of the year 2020.
I corrected that. I wrote
person.
2021, and I was like, wait a second, that hasn't happened yet.
You're going to upset a lot of people.
It was a big,
So don't
big
worry.
surprise for me.
2021 is still up for grabs, but this is 2020 right here. So, Justin, I suppose we normally do like our housekeeping at the top of the hour, but tell us a little bit about your experience here. How's it been so far?
So this place is an absolute nut show. No, I'm just kidding.
It's crazy.
No, it is
I was
so
like, whatever
much
he says,
fun.
I didn't tell him to say it.
It's so much fun here. Everybody that works here is just great, and I've really been enjoying the day. So, I mean, it's great. I'm loving it. I told him
glad to have you here.
I'm actually going to be a future employee.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow. You've been
He was
talking
just
to my
talking-
dad.
I think that's why he
apparently.
went to...
I was earlier.
Oh,
so.
okay.
He grabbed that mop and he was really getting started. And he's like, I'm going to start somewhere. And
Yeah, well,
you
Jeff
noticed it.
walked in at the right time.
Yeah,
too,
Swiss
so-
tracks, mop. I was going to town. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
any housekeeping to get to before we do our usual thing, guys?
So nothing too crazy. So hopefully people picked up on the drying towel sale that we had.
That was a good
Yep.
time.
last week, and so 20% off all drying towels. Maybe you guys picked up a Twistress. Maybe you guys picked up a Twist and Shout.
Yep.
Maybe you picked up a Platinum Pluffle. Levi, maybe you picked up a Liquidator. Dane, you seem more kind of like a Avalanche kind
I
of guy.
did pick up a
You
liquidator.
know, that's a vintage towel we don't get anymore.
You don't have any more of that.
You
We might
know,
have
if
to
you
send,
just
we might send Justin home with an avalanche.
you make
We
a
gotta go
big
find
Eagle
one.
Edgeless, you might
And a
have something
liquidator.
close.
Yeah. No, and so so 20% off drying towels. It was a good sale. Hopefully everybody picked up something good. This week we're just ramping up, man, because weather's warming up. We're hitting 90 degrees today.
It's
going to be 60
out there,
degrees
man.
tomorrow.
in Idaho. I
And
know.
it kicks right back down.
But I picked the wrong day to wear jeans.
I know.
As always, I dress for speed and comfort, and
Yeah.
today I'm not so comfortable.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable. I picked shorts and a t-shirt today.
Lighter
so
colors,
okay.
too.
Feeling great,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're rocking what looks to be a new shirt.
It is a new shirt. It's
That's a good shirt
It's the
there.
new Burke Rip It and Tip It, and it's got the wolf on the back.
No, it does not.
Yeah,
Can you
it
show
looks
everybody?
really
Can you give
nice.
everybody a quick preview?
that's cool.
Straddle this so you guys can see it.
Dang.
about that, huh?
That's
That
that's
is-
badass.
That is honestly
That's
a,
super cool.
Quite comfortable.
a really, really cool design.
I feel like somebody's gonna get a
so,
tattoo of that
Levi,
exact thing.
where can somebody pick up one of those shirts at?
Fun fact, they're probably already sold out.
Oh,
No, but if you want to sell them out, go to a Burke Car Care or go burke.com and pick up the wolf shirt because it is a limited edition.
that's really
They only
cool.
made so many of them. So
Wow. Is it comfortable?
it's very comfortable.
Cotton?
I
Polyester?
don't know, but it makes me feel like don't have a
You
gut.
look very strong in that.
Well,
You're looking
you know,
ready
I
for
feel
battle.
like
Many
shows
of us
off
could
the
benefit from
guns
such a
really
thing.
well. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
70-30.
So,
Huh?
It's a nice 70-30.
Yeah.
yeah. Heck yeah, man. All right. So that's pretty much it for housekeeping.
Yeah.
We had a drying towel sale.
So one thing that
and we're
is
in May.
coming up that
Yeah.
I do need to, we did announce today.
Yes.
It is, Dane built a link for it. And,
Well, I still need to put that.
oh,
link
Dane,
up
you were supposed to do that
there. I
today.
was supposed to do that
Anyway.
earlier. I got caught up.
So you guys remember 2 years ago, we held a Rap Institute live here
What?
at the Rag Company in our White Room studio
We did, yeah.
where we rapped Ragnarok with our old friend Justin Pate and a number of local installers.
Yeah.
This time, it's basically going to be our very first open house, and that is happening on June 26th. So
Wow.
you can come down June 26th. It's going to be an afternoon, evening, kind of a weenie roast for us, a little party in the afternoon, evening on that Saturday. And I think the plan is not only will we be broadcasting live, but we're going to be rapping Dane's Jaguar. Yes. It's going to look pretty sweet.
It is.
I'm excited for it.
So
Really excited.
we've got Justin, and we've started picking out the different installers that are going to be helping. So we got Steve from Garage Slick.
Nice.
We've got John Francie.
Ooh.
And then we've got another guy, Taylor, and working on Joe Martin from Creative Wraps.
Wow. So if you were to throw all these guys into a pit with some weapons, who do you think would come out on top?
Oh, boy.
That's going to be a tough one, Anthony. I hope to see what happens on the 26th when we get some knives, some,
Only one way to find out.
Knife blades in their hands. And some
Or
knife
Nerf
tape.
guns. Nerf guns.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
you notice I powder coated the wheels on the Jag already.
In
I'm
preparation.
in preparation to match this upcoming
Here's
color.
one of the other great things. Our friends at Brooks Running are actually
look at
donating a pair of shoes to every installer that is helping install the wrap on Dane's
That
Jag.
is insane. And what's crazy is that they even talked about maybe even doing a custom colorway for us with a green and bronze combo.
Oh, that would be very
That actually
delightful.
didn't happen, but
Toby, if
That
you're
would be
listening,
pretty
that
Toby,
would be
if you're
great.
listening,
I would wear those shoes.
Dane, just call him Dane's Jag.
Dane's Jag, yeah, all
so-
one word.
But they're going to be here. So Brooks is going to be helping by getting the guys some comfortable shoes to be wearing. And then as well, we've got Pepsi on hand, our friends at Home to Sweets, and then a whole list of other sponsors like ExoShield, MTM, G-Technic, Arlon, Avery Dennison, Fellers, and the Rap Institute. So should be a
Good
pretty cool
company.
event. Come on down, guys. We're going to be here. We will have it open to the public. So those of you that are listening that are local, come on down. Those of you that are a couple states away, come on down. It's going to be a Saturday afternoon, evening event. Perfect weekend, right? You drive up Saturday, you hang out Saturday night, you'll go home Sunday. It's perfect.
I will build out that listing for it. It'll be just like our Q&As kind of appear the day before and stuff. I'm going to make it so that it appears, but it's going to be, obviously weeks out. But it'll be there on the main YouTube channel for the Rag Company. You'll be able to see it if you forget the date or something.
Yeah.
Just click that little set reminder. It'll help you out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make that as soon as we wrap up today's Q&A.
There we go.
Levi, one
Yeah.
thing, there's not a whole lot of things I like more than corporate sponsors and corporate sponsorships of the Rag Company,
Yeah.
other than Mountain Dew Rise,
Oh,
the new
yeah.
energy drink
That's what I
from
just- I
Pepsi
almost
Cola.
finished mine.
And so in today's basically video, I'm drinking Tropical Sunrise. This is an extremely refreshing drink. I absolutely love
I've
Mountain
liked
Dew
every
Rise.
single one of those
Yeah.
I've had so far.
And the
the
energy
different
provides
flavors.
180 milligrams of clean burning caffeine to get you through the
A little
day.
bit
And
of
so
immune support.
if you're exactly. So
Little bit of mental boost.
I feel a little healthier drinking these.
Oh, very nice.
And I think that you will too. So check out Mountain Dew Rise at your local
We
convenience
drank
store.
all the mango flavored ones. They tasted like Bead Maker.
They did.
It was like drinking
make
Bead
a
Maker.
drink.
Or like what you imagine Bead Maker tastes like,
Yeah.
because you should not drink Bead Maker.
Yeah, don't drink Bead Maker.
Okay, so we've got comments, we've got questions. I'm sure people are dying to
Well, and we
get
got
into
Justin
it.
in the house. So he's
Yes.
going to be popping in, answering some questions.
If you got
making some
questions
jokes.
for him specifically,
throw it
feel
out
free
there.
to ask him. I'm
How
sure
to win Grambassador of the
he's
Year.
excited. Yeah. All right, let's start things off with, look at that. We got Alex Dewar here.
Happy
saying,
Friday Eve, TRC. Hope you're all doing well. Have fun with it, Justin.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Alex. And I got
All
Dan
right, Alex, we'll
Pfeiffer.
see.
It's never a Q&A without Dan Pfeiffer popping in.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday Eve. And word up from a sunny Minnesota, USA. Looking forward to another great Q&A. Anthony, you rock.
Dan, why are you?
He singled you out.
Why are you singling
He
me
must
out
be
on that?
particularly impressed with
Hey,
you.
I mean, I appreciate it, Dan. I always appreciate the compliments, but I'm just thinking, does Levi and Dane not rock either, or how does that work?
Well, we give a pass to Justin because, not everybody knew he was going to be here, but here he is.
Yeah. So
we got
Guys.
spread the love.
ridiculous.
About to polish my car for CSL and EXO. Still, little bits of beating after OG Decon Soap, Power Clean, and GS in an IK. Should I be okay with bonding? Yes. I have CarPro Eraser for the oils. Mountain Town, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, so
And-
you should be good, man. That's a lot. If you want to go back over it, had it coated
Follow
in
up.
bead maker, used ultra clay towel and iron, remove some still beading. Oner wash house, going to use a one step with OPT hyper wash with hyper compound. Quick, be the best bet. No, so hyper polish will be just fine. Ridiculous. What you got to remember is naked paint, fresh naked paint also beads,
Yeah.
even without any protection. So any fully decon naked paint will also bead. So that's kind of the sneaky thing that a lot of people don't realize. If you polish out, you decon and you polish out an area and then get it wet, it's going to bead because you've smoothed out that entire contact surface. So water has no chance but to sit that way and bead that way. So I recommend you should be good with that much chemical decon. You should be good. Hit it with just some quick hyper polish unless you have some heavier defects that you want to get out. I don't think you need to even touch hyper compound. So
Okay. And next up, Epico Bananicus saying, Happy Friday Eve, party people.
oh, very nice.
followed by our very own buddy Lars.
Lars from Color Lock saying, good day, everyone. Color Lock is washing you guys.
Thanks for washing us, Lars. As always.
He's
we
always
appreciate
washing.
that.
Even when he's down the street from me, he's washing me out the window.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my.
Has he been down the street before?
He has been a couple times.
Ah,
Stayed at a couple houses
Anthony,
down the street
why don't
from
you
me.
get reflections here?
We have Reflections 7677 says, what's up, my TRC family? Hope all is well. A happy Friday Eve. Wow, it's really catching on with the whole Friday Eve thing.
It really is.
Like I
I'm
said, when
gonna-
I went and got me a
You
soda
sure?
at the...
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Just a little.
Yeah.
Justin, I'm going to give you this one from Jordan.
Jordan, yo, what's up? I live in England and finding it hard to sell a ceramic coating to a customer. They all seem to want wax. Do you have any tips of that could help with selling ceramic coating?
So what would you do?
And to be honest, I have a hard time with that as well.
Okay.
I think it depends on your market and where you're at. I actually just coated my Tundra, and I think a demonstration of what you can do, after a ceramic coating, like I showed somebody actually this morning, hey, this is what a ceramic coating can do, and he's like, hey, sign me up. So maybe just have your vehicle looking good, show them, hey, this is what ceramic does versus wax, and start with that.
Yeah, setting a realistic expectation of a ceramic versus a wax, and then also explain, the differences and also what is best for that customer in the first place, right? Some customers are better off with the wax, while others are better off with the ceramic coating, and so you got to kind of read the room, right, when you're doing it. But it never hurts to ask, right? Because sometimes it can surprise you on what somebody might say. They might say, "Well, tell me more about this. Why would I want this?"
I'm going to take it immediately from here and go through a brush car wash.
Yeah,
What do
and
you
then-
recommend for me? And then you're like, maybe not for
A
you.
little bit of education goes a long way. In
The biggest
those-
thing is setting those
few minutes.
expectations, the realization of what it actually is for a customer, and reminding them that it's not. I think too many guys get out and start to try and sell it as something bulletproof. It's not.
No.
It's just extended protection, and protection that sometimes most people don't realize they need. I have a buddy of mine, has me coat his service truck every year.
Yeah.
And the reason for it is because he takes it through a car wash. So he knows that it's going to wear off, but he wants the coating to protect the clear coat underneath, so that when it wears off every year, he'll just have me polish it again and coat it.
Yeah.
Because it keeps the work truck looking newer longer, so that way it always looks nice when it's sitting out on point at his shop or whatever. And that's a form of advertising for him. But he also has it washed every day, so it sees a ton of car washes.
Yeah.
So for him, he wanted the scratch resistance and chemical resistance from the car wash.
The difference,
Now, not every coating stands up to that.
Yeah, the difference between that customer and the person who's literally never gotten a coating or anything before and is going to take it through a brush car wash is a little different, because that guy is aware of how that stuff's going to
learned,
work
but he-
out.
but it's
He's
through education.
familiar with what's going to happen.
But it's also through educating him,
Yeah.
because I would do it every year, and it was a bear to try and clean that car because it was so worn from the car wash. The scratches were so deep, you'd have to wet sand, and it was like, man, we're gonna bust through some clear coat here pretty soon. You can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
And so his question was, is there anything at all that can help me out with that? Because I need it looking as good as you detailed it every day.
Yeah.
But I do need to get the dirt off, and I don't have enough time to wash it. So I just have my office girls run it through. So it's a local Les Schwab tires. And that's what his thing is. He goes, I want that truck looking good, because that's the one we run customers around and whatnot. So you got to teach your customers. He was consistently a guy that would come to me every 3 months anyway.
and how much they're willing to learn,
Right.
you will find out.
Yeah, and once you can prove that and demonstrate that to them, that's the big thing. And so it helps customers when you can educate. So kudos, Justin, on showing that guy having your own personal truck. Jordan, get your own personal car coated and start making videos.
They love to see that. I mean, when they see the water just literally disappear on the hood of your car, they're just like, oh wow. So you don't even dry it? You just pour water on it? And I'm like, well, I mean, technically it doesn't work that way still too.
Yeah.
But they just like seeing that, and then they're more willing to pay for that.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
All right.
So next up
Future
here.
Prison. Happy weekend eve, TRC crew. I want that Pepsi clock. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I was very excited to get that from our friends at Pepsi.
Sorry, I had to set up a fan. Are you guys feeling a bit of a breeze
Yeah,
now?
feeling
Yeah,
that
a little
over
bit.
here.
It's nicer,
wrapping around.
for
Does it
sure.
feel
Quite
good?
nice. Yeah,
It's
good
kind
job.
of hot in here.
You get 4
As a
dudes that just
result,
got done
large
eating some
guys
duck
are
fat
really-
fries.
We have
It's
4
toasty.
burly dudes in here,
Yeah.
right? You know,
4 burly
so
dudes,
happens.
bellies full of duck fat fries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
that
happens.
too.
Levi's
That didn't
just
help.
sweating the duck fat out of his
I can
pores.
smell it. Okay, Alex Dewar. Happy Friday Eve, TRC. Hope you're all doing well. Have fun with it, Justin.
Wow, those are all repeats, Dane.
Yeah, that
you
is a
went
repeat.
backwards.
Dane, where are you
that's
going?
Amazing.
Dane, you went back
I'm
to
at
the
the
wrong
bottom of the
page.
page.
Dane,
My
are you
bad.
driving
All
this
right.
ship?
Dane, are you okay?
Well,
all
That's
right.
a Pepsi clock one. Here's Sam.
Sam
Speaking
says-
of, no, Epobionics says, speaking
No.
of Pepsi clocks, what's
Oh.
that bead maker flavored Pepsi called again?
Oh,
So it's
there-
Pepsi
Oh.
Zero, Pepsi Zero, Pepsi Zero Sugar Mango.
Mango.
And then they
Mango
also
is amazing.
make a Mountain Dew Rise in mango, like called Mango Sunrise.
There's
or
really
something.
nothing like that Pepsi Zero Sugar Mango though.
Yeah, it's
it
good
really, it's one of the best things that's ever happened to Pepsi. And actually, have you heard?
Well, it's actually the Rag Company is one of the best things that's ever happened to
Perfect. But did you guys hear the good news though? You know they're bringing back something here next month.
Pepsi Blue.
Pepsi Blue is returning. And I can't wait because you know what? That's going to be a big marketing push coming from us here at the Rag Company, making a giant industry impact. What do you
That's
guys
right.
think?
I'm excited about it because we're going to be pushing it all day long.
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Based on
All right.
personal experience, I think I'll stick to the other 5
All
products I've
right.
enjoyed.
So-
But,
Lil Fox
Blue on a hot day was not
37
good.
saying, "What's up, TRC crew? Happy Friday Eve to all." Thank you. And
Thank
then
you.
Airborne, when are we getting half-size mitts for wheel cleaning? Much love for North Central Texas.
So we've played with them. We're not 100% sure we love them yet. I mean, the reason why I say this is because think about it. You're faster with a towel wrapped around your hand.
yeah,
And you can also just manipulate a towel faster than you could with a small wash mitt or a finger mitt or anything like that. That's just me personally. I think that you're going to be faster with just a towel. I think that one of the best towels to use for wheel cleaning that is very underused is the Minx.
Yeah.
The Minx Royale. It literally just
it holds a lot of liquid.
It holds a lot of liquid, and it goes into a wheels, like spoked wheels, like it like slithers.
It's very foamy and slithery.
I don't know how to
slimy when it's
describe
wet,
it. Like
yeah.
if you have a Minx at home, try it. Try it for wheel cleaning. You'll know what I'm talking about. It just kind of contours to a wheel, and honestly, I just kind of like press it up against the wheel, and it does the work for me. It just
No, you're right.
It's
No,
like,
you're right.
It's like
though.
poison ivy. It
Yeah.
just gets
It's also
everywhere
much-
you want it and don't want it.
You don't want it.
Much easier to replace a towel than to get another little tiny glove.
Yeah.
Like, just thinking about cost per use with the towels
Well,
and stuff.
so-
A towel makes a lot of sense. You usually have many of them. You
Well,
don't
and that's-
usually have like 50
Yeah.
bits laying around.
But I'm also a big fan of not using anything other than something with on a pole or a stick
Yeah.
to clean wheels because my hands are far more beat up than your guys' hands,
That's not true.
and well, mine are bigger. My fingers are longer. So
Either.
here's the deal: I don't like putting my hand in wheels anymore. I used to do it years ago. That's why I like the flag tip nylon brush, wheel and body brush. That one works great because of how comfortable the grip is, and the new Detail Factory wheel brush and our Detail Factory brushes are perfect. You can get everything on the wheel, and then when you dry it off, you just dry off the face. You don't have to dry off everything in the wheel.
Yeah.
Like
True.
I don't know. I'm much faster that way. I don't get into my
YouTube
wheels.
taught me that if you don't go all the way into a barrel if you don't pull the
No,
wheel off
no,
the
you
car and
don't.
go in the barrel, you're
Yeah.
a hack. So I heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Thought.
Okay. OC Detail in New Jersey. Hey, everyone. Thanks again for these. And nice catching up earlier. Marco, our old buddy from New
Hey.
Jersey.
That was a good interview
Anthony
yesterday.
Dane did an interview yesterday. I did an interview today. And Anthony, you need to write him back.
Tomorrow, potentially.
Okay,
I have to see what
excellent.
the plan is.
Yeah.
I do want to be on this show. I
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
All right.
David.
David Cervantes saying, hey, guys, what's up, David? How are you, man?
Hey.
And
Brian.
this is my cousin Morgan and her husband Brian saying hello from, I think they're in Portland, Spokane, Portland. Which one are you guys at?
Are they your
hey
cousin?
guys, how's it going?
I was confused.
Morgan's
I thought
my
Morgan got
cousin.
a new boyfriend
What's
or
that?
something.
Morgan's my cousin.
Morgan's your cousin from the Gates side or the other side?
Yes.
Wow. You
Well,
have so many
not a
family
Gates
members.
side, the Maher side.
Oh.
So her grandmother and my grandmother are sisters.
Oh.
So
Well, that's
I'm
fun.
gonna have Justin read this next one from our favorite, the Chum Bucket.
Hey, what's good, TRC Squad and Mountain King? Question: what's your take on dilutions for Oner when it comes to clay lube, detail spray, interior clean, and interior dirty in glass? Thanks.
All right.
GGWP, huh? Oh,
Man, you know, I'm going to let you guys handle this one. I honestly use Oner for Oner washing, yeah.
Okay.
You know, clay lube or different things like that. I use other products, so I don't really have a lot of experience in with the other items.
So here's the magic of Oner. Let's say you're on a job and all you have is Oner and you run out of everything else.
We can use it.
You can use Oner. So Oner for washing, 256 to 1. For interior cleaning, for interior clean and interior dirty, 256 to 1.
What? No
For
way.
glass, 256 to 1.
No
256?
way.
Now,
Levi, you're full
clay
of it.
lube and detail spray,
Yeah.
126 to 1. For clay lube,
To one that math doesn't even make sense.
it does. You're making a little, or
128.
128. Sorry,
There it is.
128. I missed a 2 ounce there. So 128 ounces
26 to 1.
to 1.
Yeah, I like that.
So 128 to 1 works for that.
Yeah.
Now, as a detail spray, really, you could just mist a vehicle down at that 128 if you wanted to and just wipe it dry. You're not going to hurt anything.
No, yeah.
But most detail sprays, the goal of that is to increase a little bit of gloss. So you are going to have to follow that up. Now, there are a ton of home-brewed versions on the internet. Just Google Oner detail spray, and you'll probably find 3 or 4 different recipes and different concoctions utilizing Optimum products to make that all that work.
Yeah.
But honestly, just 256 to 1 can get you anywhere. And dusty trucks, dusty interiors, very dusty interiors. Wash and wax. Oner wash and wax.
Yeah.
256 to 1. Use it to clean your dusty interiors. It doesn't create mud.
Correct.
The Oner encapsulates all that dust. So you're not smearing dirt around and mud around like you would normally if you were to spray any other type of
Well, the wax
interior
gives you a
cleaner.
little protection.
And
Yeah.
Levi, I have to admit, I'm a little sad. We used to love the Oner wash and wax. We
Yeah.
did sell it for quite some
We
time.
did sell it for quite a long time.
And
Wasn't a big enough seller to make the cut.
it really wasn't
Had to
though. We tried to get
shorten it
people on the
down.
on the train, but people just
I want the
it
blue
smelled
one.
like green apples.
It did.
It was a good experience. It did have more gloss than
Had a lot
original
more gloss
Oner,
and a little more
obviously.
It
slicker.
felt slicker because
Felt
of the
slicker,
wax.
and it had the same type of cleaning ability, and
Yeah.
so it will be missed.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you need to polish or do something afterwards, you wanted to just that clean burn, you went for the blue.
Yeah.
That's the move. And that's why we still carry it.
All right, Despacho
Macho.
Asking the important questions.
PNS Shine All Dressing Scent.
Shine all.
Mr.
Shine all
Mr.
dressing
Smell
scent.
Guy.
Shine all dressing. I think it's a new. I think it's meant to be like a new car smell is
Yeah.
what it is. But it's got a little bit of the additives from the dressing in general, and so
It's a clean
How do
kind
I-
of like it is a very neutral.
It is a neutral.
new
It's
cars
honestly,
kinda
I think
scent.
it's just neutral new car scent. It is what it is, and because Shine All was initially designed for both interior and exterior use. Exterior wise, it didn't last a whole lot of time, but interior wise, it did last a significant amount. But I would say the more important question to that would be, what is the smell of dynamic dressing?
Bananas.
Whose favorite smell? Who loves that product? Levi?
August. Augie loves
August.
it.
Augie.
He's like, I love the smell of this stuff. And I was like, really? You hate bananas with a passion.
Really?
He's like, yeah, but I love the way this stuff
And he
smells.
starts spraying on everything. He starts spraying
I have to
on all
watch
of
him
his
sometimes
rigs.
because he sprays it all over his sister's brakes on her bike.
Oh,
And I have
wow,
to say, like,
he's
you
good.
probably don't want to do that. And he's like, it's her own fault for using
Keep an eye on that
She
kid.
needs to go with a coaster brake.
Yeah,
He's on
it's
his
right.
way to
Yeah.
juvie.
I
On a
saw
Bike,
her.
and I'm like, that's vicious. You should not do that.
Yeah,
Like,
she's gonna get in a horrible accident.
it's not a good idea.
He's the kind of guy who cuts the brake lines when he's adult. Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I told you
Cameron
there's
here.
a demon that I'm worried is going to awaken
a
in
little,
him that I'm
little
scared
concerned for that. Cameron, I think this is in reference to the Rap Institute event.
of. June 26th, Saturday,
right.
June 26th, Cameron.
And Detail Dude,
5 minutes late, but I made it. Hello, TRC fam. What's up, man?
hello right back.
Zach August saying, can I use PNS bug off in an IK foamer? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you can.
Detail Dude again.
I had a small quarrel with another guy. He insisted to use a polymer-based quick detailer as a drying aid before a paint correction. To me, that's pointless to use it before we hit the paint with a polish, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Don't add anything that's gonna leave something on the surface prior to polishing, because of the fact, like, the only reason you're using a drying aid is to reduce the number of scratches that you put in the surface. But if you're going to buff the car anyway,
Unless
so
it's
let- so
Oner,
let me
the
get on this,
polymers
right?
are
just
fine.
use
So
O&R.
hold on,
O&R will be
They're
fine.
fine.
Wait, so this right here, this coral, right?
Yeah.
So while I don't think that's the right decision, I can understand the guy's thinking
Correct.
behind it, because basically he's wanting a slicker glide amongst that
the towel.
polisher, right?
Yeah.
Amongst the towel and polish, whatever he's using. But he's saying specifically before paint correction, right? So I'm
Right.
thinking what he's wanting is more glide and more spinning power coming off the machine in the first couple passes, right? Being able to do something like that. However, right, there are those people that like to prime their pads with a quick detailer because they feel
but
like
it's usually not something that has protection in it.
and not so nice protection.
It's usually a
Well,
basic like paint gloss or
well, like something that has like wax
neutral,
in it or whatever
yeah.
it is, right? Because they feel like it lubricates the pad. And it's
Correct.
a primer basically,
Yeah.
and it helps kind of add some slickness, right? In
a lot of
the
people
spin.
like to use waterless wash.
Yeah, some people like to use
when they
that.
do that
So
too.
I get where he's coming from, but I'm just saying that that's pointless because within the first, half a second, whatever's on that paint is coming off.
Yeah.
And
Here's what you do: just spray it down with O&R as a drying aid and wipe it off.
I'll use Oner while I'm polishing.
That's what I
you
did
know,
last night. I
and-
finished my compounding step, wiped the whole car down with a wet O&R rag,
Yeah.
and then went from my compounding straight into my polish step, wiped the whole car down with an O&R rag, then went around the entire vehicle, hit it with paint prep.
Well, what I like to do, Levi,
So-
I'm going, right? I'm polishing out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You
dang,
running a
I'm like,
15?
yeah,
LHR
I'm running
15?
LHR 15, right?
Yeah, what
Let's
kind of
just
pad
say
you got on
I'm
there?
laying down like a Rupa's yellow,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And I'm just getting into this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm getting some good pad rotation.
Uh-huh.
It's feeling good. It's feeling
Yeah,
smooth.
liking where
but
this
I
is
can
going.
feel like, I'm like, oh man, the last cut, right? I'm kind of running low, right?
Yeah,
I'm basically, my snail trail is kind of,
Right,
is
starting to wane.
diminishing,
Yeah,
right?
starting to
and that's
wane.
when out of my back pocket, bam, I pull
Whip out a little
that
DI water.
I put that IK TR, 2, right?
Yeah,
the
right.
trigger
Mhm.
spray.
The black one.
Yep.
With at 256-1 Oner
Oh,
dilution,
yeah.
right? And I
Little wetting
drag and
agent.
I
Wetting agent.
I drag and miss that thing
Ooh,
onto the
yeah.
panel, right? It's like I can hear
Atomized
It is
perfectly.
literally it is this crazy sound going on. Yeah, it's kind of like lightning hitting.
Like a blow-off
It's that
valve.
kind of sound.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, it's definitely like that.
Just getting it. Just getting
Lays
it.
that mist onto that
Mm.
panel, right? And then bam, what happens? My polishing pad hits that.
Like it
It
reinvigorates.
literally brings new life. It's kind of
Yeah.
like when you're in a video game and you die and somebody
Yeah.
revives you and
Mhm.
you're like back to 100%.
Yeah, you're back. It's just back.
And you're ready, for
to rock
action
and
again.
roll.
That is my polishing pad
Okay. Mhm.
in that process.
And
I
if
never-
that fails, he just sends me over to a bathroom with some purple power and
yeah,
my
and
thumbs.
that's when I say, Dane, this pad is too gunked up to reinvigorate. You have to go clean it.
This
Yeah.
project has to
Yeah.
be done before 2 a.m. Dane,
Yeah,
you need to
there
help
we
me.
go.
Okay.
So there you go.
Alex.
All right, Alex Duar saying, Dane and Levi, you guys rock. Anthony, this famous YouTuber with all day in the name, bought another Civic. Your move.
Oh, don't worry. I made my move, and it's a strong one.
Okay, Dane. Yeah. Trap Cracker. That does not sound like something I want to get involved in. A cracker trap. Levi, if you were starting to shop again today, would you go with Optimum again to maximize efficiency and profitability? So, yes and no.
You mix it up a little more.
I would use many of the elements that I learned from my Optimum skill set. However, O&R still plays a major role in everything that I do normally in my garage, and I still use it. Now, if I was to start it again, I would be utilizing, for one, I already did use it, and it was probably the greatest time saver in my entire shop, is the Chemtrol system by P&S. Now, I used to have a dilution machine very similar to that, mounted in my shop on the wall above the pressure washer with all my chemicals in it. And it is one of those things that I don't think enough shop owners or business owners or mobile guys even take into effect or account anymore, is the costs on your dilutions and the costs of teaching your employees to make and fill up their bottles. And if they have to manually mix their own stuff, or you have to spend time mixing, say you go in on a Sunday and you're like, oh, I got to mix up, 20 gallons worth of product for 5 different head packs.
Yeah.
That's time that you could spend doing something else on that Sunday instead of mixing up and spilling stuff and doing stuff. The great thing about the Chemtrol system, you just pop those hoses in, pop that dilution tab in there. You can change out your dilutions based on what you want to do. Heck, you could run all kinds of different stuff. And so it's one of those tools that I think a lot of detailers don't utilize enough. And it's something as simple as if you're a mobile guy, hook it up in your garage at your house and just mix up your chemicals, mix up your head packs, because you can mix 5-gallon head packs right there, pre-diluted of everything, load up your van and go for the day.
Well, Justin, what do you think? What's your experience with it?
What's been your experience?
The Chemtrol is great. It's super quick, super easy. And I utilize other products.
Yeah,
in
you
the
don't have to
system.
use
so
the
basically
PNS products.
Yeah, so I have a couple of hoses that come down that I only use for specific products that are not PNS, but I rotate those in and out, whatever I need. So if I need to dilute anything, I'm just going to the Chemtrol and just hitting the button, and it does the work for me.
Yeah, it fills up your bottle. You're ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Done. Your sprayer, whatever you want to do. So yeah, it's good, and it's something like if you want to run Oner, put a 256 to 1 dilution thing and just set your gallon of Oner down, and you've got pre-mixed Oner all the time. You want degreasers, Power Clean, or any of the all-purpose cleaners, or Green Star diluted, you just hook it up.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff, it works so easy, and that's what I would use. That's the number one maximum thing for efficiency is your chemical costs, because most people don't realize. Now, I will say, running my shop, I had a $2,000 a month chemical bill. Mm-hmm. When I switched over to Optimum and Oner replaced 5 products in my shop, that changed it.
Oh, yeah.
It went down to $800 a month in chemical costs.
That went into
running
profitability,
125 cars a month. Yeah. So there is a reason to replace a lot of stuff, and a lot of useful and useless products are out there. Now, I used Oner in a carpet shampooer. Mm-hmm. I would just mix Oner in. I realized my guys were spraying a pre-treater. Mm-hmm. They were misting a pre-treater with a pump sprayer on the carpets. Then they would scrub the carpets on every car. Then they would shampoo. Cutting out the shampoo out of the thing because they did 90% of the major work already by putting the pre-treater and scrubbing it, and just using Oner in the extractor saved so much money. That alone, most people don't realize that. If you got an extractor in your shop and you got 5 or 6 guys using it, you burn through product a lot. So having something like that was so easy to do. Then utilizing Oner for my glass cleaner. That was a small amount, but it paid big dividends. And then using Oner as our main soap, we were washing with Oner. It allowed us to save time by not having the labor cost of drying a vehicle. We would wash with Oner, pull the car out, let it sit. My guys would pull it in. If they wanted to, they could wet it down with Oner again. It took them much faster than spraying, drying, backing the car out, making sure it was dry enough without getting water
missed some
spots.
soap and now baked in. Got to redo.
That is just a lot easier. So think of that kind of stuff. It's just go through your steps and figure out where your time sucks are, where your time savers in. And I even said it years ago, record yourself working on a car.
Yeah, and watch how many trips you take.
And just watch how many trips you take. Detailer helpers belts. Easy.
It is, honestly, it is crazy to see how many trips that you will make.
I still do it.
When you don't realize what you're doing. Like how many times I've left a bottle around the other side of the car. And what's funny is like I'll leave a bottle. I've done this before. I'll leave my bottle of compound on the other side of the car. I'll walk to the other side of the car with my machine. I'll put my compound, put my bottle back down, and then walk back over to the other side.
Yeah, instead of taking the bottle with you.
Just taking
the
bottle with me.
And I'll start polishing, and I'll be like, what the heck did I just do? I'm like, am I dumb right now? Like, I'm not thinking. Because you start breathing all that compound, and you start forgetting.
You got to minimize those steps. Same thing with washing a car. A lot of people don't realize how they mess up washing a car. They don't start at one spot and make a complete circle. No. They kind of start at one spot, and then they kind of go to the other side, and then they go back around, and they come back around the 4th time, and they kind of hit some spots, and then maybe they stop. They want to do something else, and they come back. You got to create a system. That is the number one key. And control your chemical costs.
All right, Sam here, kind of a related question, but not quite.
Looking to simplify my product line, I take 2 mobile jobs. I have Super Clean for exterior use and Chemical Guys Nonsense for interior use. Looking for price, value, and effectiveness. What product and dilutions?
Mm-hmm.
Green Star.
Green Star is a great product, and I'm kind of I'm kind of wondering, Sam, what you mean by that. If you could, email me, and I'll get you my number, and we could chat.
I hope
Because
that's
I'd
not
like to
the
know
only
exactly
thing
what
you're
you're
using on the
kind of
exteriors.
wondering.
That's
So,
kind of what I'm
because there's a lot
thinking
of ways we can
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah.
Like I said just recently, O&Rs you could do for both those jobs.
Yeah.
So
Next up,
Definitely.
Dane, we have Gordon Chan coming in and says, hello, TRC. Any tips for the best way to remove PPF and the glue residue left behind? Heat gun, hair dryer, hot water, Goo Gone,
All those
etc.
things.
all of the above.
All
of
those
the
things.
above.
Ideally, steam. You're gonna steam up a corner,
Yeah.
and you're gonna start going after it, right? Ideally, you would like to pull up the adhesive with the PPF and not pull up the PPF.
So
and leave
that
the
depends
adhesive
on the
behind.
way that you're pulling the PPF.
Yeah, that
You
is
know?
true.
I wanted to ask: is this PPF like still pretty good? Like you think it'll come off mostly in one piece, or is this like
pieces.
crusty
Like
critters?
Levi,
kind
for
of
example,
brittle?
you pulled off PPF that was
break
about 10
apart.
years old just recently on an Acura, right?
Yeah.
And what was your experience with that?
So I used a heat gun because I didn't have a steamer yet, and the proper pulling method.
Okay.
So the proper pulling method is if you have PPF on this table, I'm pulling the PPF, and as I'm pulling, it's lifting off the surface. So I'm heating it up enough that when I pull at this direction, it's coming off. I am not pulling it towards Anthony's direction. If you were on this side pulling it towards you, right? That creates an opposite effect of the diagonal of the way that PPF works, and it leaves the glue. The glue sticks more when you pull the opposite direction.
Yeah. So maybe if you don't know which way you're pulling, pull up a corner on one side, pull up a corner on the other, and see which is.
You're
sticking, what
always
is not.
pulling within that 30-degree parallel to the 30 to 45-degree parallel of the surface that you're working on.
Yeah.
You're never exceeding it and going, like whatever this is, like that.
That's a clam, is what that is.
You're never going over 90 degrees with it. If you go over
that's
90
like a
degrees,
170 is what you're showing there.
If you're going past 90 degrees and you're pulling at like a 130 or 140 degree, that's going to leave more glue. The problem is humans try to always pull like that.
Yeah.
We don't understand, pull at 30 degrees or 45 degree angle and you'll be able to do it. If we're pulling it, we're always like, I got to pull the other way.
More force, so just sledgehammer.
So it's gonna
basically-
So
This is
heat.
Yeah. This is
Hot
important.
water works too.
Okay.
But it's a lot of hot water. That's a lot. You got to get it so hot that it's boiling almost.
Yeah.
Not
And
fun
you
to
have enough
handle and kind of a
steam.
waste.
And that's a lot of water. And if you're in your garage and you're doing this,
it's
that's a
not
lot
fun.
of water on the floor. That's a lot of water to keep hot. And it's a time suck. Because you better have a jet boil sitting there next to you, a little camp stove boiling water. So that you always have hot water to throw on there.
So get a steamer, maybe?
Steamer is the best investment. Go to Amazon, pick up the McCullough
$12.75.
But make sure
Really
you
good
head on over to one of our friends, a company friend, close friend of the program, All Day Anthony.
Oh.
He has an Amazon link. You know,
Okay.
I like helping some of my fellow YouTubers out.
That's pretty cool.
You can hit that
That's pretty
Amazon
cool. I
link,
didn't know you could do
and
that.
it kind of gives them a little kickback. That's the first time I saw it. I know that's where you saw it.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
I
where
just
saw
bought
it.
one of those
Yeah.
because of one of his videos, and I thought, gosh, I need to
also
get
ordered
one of those.
one of mine.
pretty
because
good.
of
Gabe
his
bought one
videos.
too. Weird.
Yeah.
how
I'm
that
gonna need a
worked.
new
Wow.
one.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know.
So
So Mac's here.
Oh, I just bought Koch Chemie products. Any tips? I don't really have any
Use
tips
them
for you, man.
broad.
Just use them.
I'd want to know
Enjoy.
which ones you got and what kind of tips you're looking for more specifically. That way we could give you better advice. But yeah, just let us know. We got David here.
Anthony, I will ship your goodies Saturday morning. Thank you, man. I am excited. So I'm getting some delicious treats. More of my favorite little mango chili pops.
Oh, man.
Little lollipops.
yeah.
Juan didn't bring you enough already?
Dude, my tongue was raw from eating those. Like literally, I'm like licking this, and it felt like a cat tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like sandpaper.
Yeah, you ripped
But
everything
man,
off,
was
burned
it
it
By
all
the
good.
way, welcome to the show, Justin.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. But I will say, guys, there's something I'm really enjoying right now, and that is this fan. I hope it's not picking up on the microphone. But
it's great.
Are you guys feeling that breeze, Dane?
I'm feeling it. It's
Mildly.
nice.
I think you're getting most of it.
I'm
sure
getting it
Justin's
right here.
getting
I'm
it.
getting the pass by.
It's sitting
Yeah.
here and it's just swirling around
Yeah,
me.
it's
Feels
just
Just getting
good.
a hint.
Back of my
Yeah,
neck
it
feels
is just
good.
fantastic.
I burned it.
Yeah.
But,
Burned it at the
I'm
junkyard
glad it's
yesterday.
there.
Yeah, no, I'm loving all that candy from Mexico. It's delicious, and so far I've had the mango lollipops, right? Love those. the little Lucas, the lemon powder, right? As you know, basically it used to come in a little canister, and you put it into the palm of your hand. You create like a little cradle, and then you just lick, kind of like a rabbit, right?
Yeah.
And
Like you're feeding a baby duck.
like you're feeding a little baby duck, and you can just do that for hours, right? And your tongue will get raw from that as well.
I think
But
it's probably
Some
burning it
people's
from all the
idea of
citric
fun
acid.
is
I think
No.
it's the citric acid that's actually
it
burning.
is
not
the
gonna
citric
shame 'em,
acid.
but-
It is delicious, right? And all I could think of is basically, getting home after a hard day at work,
just
right?
licking your hand.
No,
Nothing like it.
Getting home, right?
Putting something in
Cracking
your hand and
open,
just licking it for
cracking
a couple
open
hours.
a cold Modelo, right?
Oh, okay.
Throwing a lime in, hitting a little bit of that lemon, that powder, right? Just
yeah.
into the drink itself, and then whatever I need to do, and then if I want to rim the drink,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Well, that's what you do when you get
Well,
home.
Yeah. So a little bit of lemon juice.
Yeah.
what a
Put
way
that,
to kick back and relax.
rim
All right.
that.
Powder on there.
rim that, and just start drinking
Yeah.
it. Delicious.
Do you slap your hand on top of the bottle when you do that?
That would make sense.
With the powder on there, so it gets on the rim.
No, I just kind of twist it.
Okay.
It's not. Like
Then it explodes from the pressure differential.
Bottom falls out of it.
Fountain.
All right, Cameron
Okay.
Messina. My wife is showing in great interest in detailing now, which I thought would have been great. But now she notices when I get new products, any tips on having her understand why I need more of the same rag? Well, first things first, Cameron. Buy that beautiful wife of yours a little S10 pickup. She's been wanting one. You need to do that for her.
Is that what she said?
She's
she
an
here?
S10.
How do you
she's
know this?
She's an S10 fiend, we'll say.
Okay.
So Cameron, buy her an S10, and then she'll be so happy about that. You can buy all the products and towels that you want because she's gonna have her own little project car. Now
Wow.
I know there's a baby on the way, but an S10 is always
Honestly,
a great gift.
and you could change a baby's diaper on the tailgate
On
of
a
an S10.
tailgate of an
It's
S10,
perfect
it's
height.
perfect.
It really
Yeah,
is.
and it's almost like a built-in playpen. You
Yeah.
just close that tailgate
Well,
up. You guys be out there in the garage.
you
You
can
be
even
polishing the
Just
Audi.
bolt in a
Well,
jungle
She's
gym
working on the
yourself.
S10. Baby's chilling in the pickup
Well,
bed.
and build up the sides
Well,
of
it's
the
not that
bed,
big. It's a
right?
baby.
No,
It's gonna
but
be
build
an
up the sides of the bed so you can create like a cage for it, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it's
could.
called a
You
bed,
could.
so you
Yeah.
could technically
Well,
turn it
Fill it
into
with
a crib
pillows.
if
You could put
just-
blankets and pillows
Yeah, you
back
could.
there. Baby
Yeah.
just
But
hang
it's
out,
a
have
perfect
some fun.
cage, right?
That
So then
sounds
you can take it
suspensional, just
around,
rock.
and
You
you
can
can
get
charge
memory
people to
foam,
look at
pick 'em
how
up at-
cute your
pick
baby
'em
is.
up at the Fred
right?
Meyers.
It's like a zoo.
Yeah, very nice. I like this. So, Cameron, first things first, go buy an S10 for your wife, and then you can buy all the products you want.
This consumer advice and more found only at the Rag Company.
right.
Q&A
Don't
Thursdays.
don't listen to us.
Auto Obsessed Detailing. Hey guys, our crew is looking for a great training seminar. Which one do you guys recommend for paint correction or coatings, PNS or Rupes? So
All of them. All of them. Go to
all of them.
All of
Honestly,
them. Seriously,
honestly, all
try
of
to
them.
go to as many training seminars as you can. Some of that stuff you'll feel like you already know. Some of that stuff you'll learn something different. But I think what's great is getting all those people's different perspectives on things and then creating your own regimen, creating
can
your
pick
own
details you
plan.
like out of it.
And
Yeah, there's stuff you're going to learn at all of them.
and that's the thing. Me and Levi, we've gone to so many of these different training things that, and we'll sit there and be like, oh, we know this. We already know what talk they're going to have.
Yeah.
But then we'll pick up something new,
Yeah.
and it's kind of great to piece all this knowledge together from so many different heads and do your own thing.
Or
with
you'll
it.
have like ideas already in your head, and it's
Yeah.
nice to have someone verify that.
Yep.
Like, oh, good, you're thinking about that too.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well.
let's be honest, Levi is probably the best thing that's ever happened to Pepsi. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Dan, the man, said it got delayed a little bit. He'll be here a little later than expected.
What time's he coming?
Well, it's a different day than he originally wanted to.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he'd be coming in on the weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll figure it out.
But we'll work it out with
Max
you.
Production, how do you dilute GSF Snow Foam and PO Polestar together? Have a good day. You don't mix Polestar and GSF Snow Foam.
I think you might be
It's
thinking of the Green Star
GSF
combo.
and Green Star.
Yeah.
Polestar's for your interior,
Correct.
and it's a textile cleaner. So utilize Green Star and GSF. And it's literally, depends on how heavy you want to run it. You know, you've got GSF, and if you want to put, let's say you got a foam cannon, it's 1,000 milliliters. You want to put 100 milliliters in
Ooh, yeah,
of Green Star
yeah.
and 100 milliliters of GSF and fill the rest with water. You can do that. If you
Heck
want to
yeah.
put in 20 milliliters to 100 milliliters of GSF, you can do that. It just
Yeah.
depends on what level of decon do you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. The GSF is going to be it is going to be your alkaline cleaner. So,
Well, GSF is a pH balance.
sorry, not GSF. It's Green Star. Green Star is what I'm saying. Green Star is going to be. Did I say GSF?
You did.
So sorry. Green Star is going to be your alkaline cleaner, right? So
Right.
think about it like that: is if your base level of lubrication and just general soap is all pH balanced,
Which
right?
is
the
a
more
7.
Which is a 7. The more Green Star you add, right?
It's gonna increase that number.
Going to increase it's going to increase the alkaline content. So it's also going to increase the pre-treating clean. So
Right.
it's just a matter of what are you looking for, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully
Because
eventually
you can also just mix Green Star on its own.
Yeah.
Because Green Star is at
you can
12?
Green Star is 12, I believe.
Yeah,
Or 12
so-
or 14.
So
I
Green
think it's
Star,
12.
so Green Star, if you dilute Green Star 50-50 with water or even 4-1, it's still going to hold
Yeah,
about a 10, 11, 12
the pH is still going to be high. It
and
is
you
still
can
gonna be high.
spray 1 to 4 safe on the vehicle
Yeah.
to degrease and clean the area. Then you can wash it.
Correct.
But when you add Green Star to GSF, you're starting at a 7, and you're only going to be able to go up to about anywhere 7.5 to 8.5.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not a lot.
It's not going to be a lot, and
So
especially
it just depends on the level that you want to do.
correct. Correct. But I mean, it's So same thing. So just depending on how much Green Star you want to add comparative to GSF.
Yeah.
'Cause if you do like an ounce of GSF and throw 10 ounces of Green Star, then really you're just using Green Star.
just using
with,
Green
Star.
with like a
With
dash
a dash.
of GSF in
Right.
there. And keep in mind, it's also being diluted in a foam cannon because water is also introduced into this mix.
Right.
You're not spraying that pure product out, and so.
So a lot of people, what you don't know, learn your pH scale.
Yeah, learn your pH scale, but
Also, you can pick up a pH tester.
Yeah.
Very simple, very easy to buy. You can pick them up at Home Depot. You can pick them up at Ace Hardware. You can pick them up at a pool
But
store.
make sure they're
Calibrate them,
make sure
just
they're
like your
somewhat chemical resistant
Yeah.
and waterproof because
Yeah.
they'll break them in a detailing,
Yeah.
especially strong detailing
yeah,
products.
and then calibrate it properly to make sure that you've got your good baseline, and use it just like you use a paint thickness gauge, paint depth gauge. You want to check and make sure, because this way, if you know the reason your chemicals are working the right way and what you're doing, you're not going to have, using a high acid cleaner and a high alkaline cleaner, they almost negate each other out because they're on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And so you want to make sure that you watch stuff. That's why people, when they compare Brake Buster, which is a pH of 12 to 14, and they compare Magic Wheel Cleaner to it, it's an opposite. Magic Wheel Cleaner is a 5. It's not the same product. It's not the same. It's got an iron remover in it. And the same thing with certain iron removers. Some people go, this iron remover worked really well, but it didn't get these parts. Well, that iron remover may have a higher alkaline content than this iron remover. So you've got to learn that so that you can't discount a product and go, that product doesn't work. Well, that product actually may work
All
in the
products
right
with that name do
circumstance.
XYZ. No, they
Correct,
don't
yeah.
necessarily.
Yeah. So
Well,
things to think about.
take that as you will. But I would say that in the meantime, I think we can all look forward to Super Foam when it happens.
Very excited about
Oh
that.
my gosh, you guys have
So-
no idea.
Jake M.
Oh, fun one.
What do you guys think of Built Hamber? They're good products.
stuff.
Great products, yep.
Yeah.
Alkaline Trio coming in says, I heard that the Minx Royale is the preferred towel of the Tiger King.
Oh my.
It could be.
Mhm.
Could be. Remember
Yeah.
the Tiger
Yeah.
King,
I
man?
love that show.
Justin, you ever watch it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you
That
better
was
off.
the beginning
Remember
of
when
2020 for a
when
lot of people.
That girl got her arm bitten off by the tiger?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she
just-
still worked
just-
there.
yeah,
and just
loved it.
enjoyed
Oh, yeah, it's
having-
a great
hanging
job.
out. It's a great job.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Jeff C. Levi, at the risk of dating myself and you, what are your thoughts on
I
Crystal
wondered if
Pepsi?
anybody was going to
I
mention
hope
it.
they will bring
Crystal
that
Pepsi. I know
back
what Crystal
someday.
Pepsi
Let me
is.
tell you, Jeff, I was a Crystal addict.
Were you?
I was pretty bad.
Oh, careful how you
I
phrase
used
that
to
one.
I used to ride my bike.
Is it the same drinking
So-
Pepsi without the darker?
So here's the
caramel
deal.
color?
Crystal Pepsi. I used to pick it up. You know the on the fly down here, little gas station.
Yeah, they got good stuff.
And you know the library
Yeah.
Yeah.
that used to be an M&W market. I used to ride my bike down
It's
the
a
street,
sad place over there.
and I used to ride
nowadays.
into that M&W,
Yeah.
pick up a sixer glass bottles
Was
of
it
Crystal
Le-
Pepsi.
was it
and
a
I
hot
would
spot?
ride back. I would ride back
Yeah.
on my BMX. I was 9 years old.
No, you were not.
Cruising back, got me a sixer of Crystal Pepsi.
Good day.
It was a
Yeah.
good day. I knew I was going to have a good night, too. So
Wow.
I get back home, mow the lawn, bust one of those bad boys open, enjoy the
Jeez.
refreshing taste of Crystal Pepsi on my lips. Sometimes I'd even go diet Crystal Pepsi.
Do they have
when
that
they
then?
stopped carrying
Full
it, I was a
aspartame.
little heartbroken because that was my jam.
So, Levi, was that spot you're talking about down the street, right?
Yeah, right down the
Which
street here.
is now probably just a really bad laundromat, a good place to get possibly robbed, right?
Well, it's a new
I don't know
laundromat.
about
That's
that.
where we did a lot of our microfiber
Yeah.
wash
So,
testing.
what do you think of that area? How was that area back in the day? Was it a poppin' spot?
It was a very busy spot. They had a King's.
There's a really nice
here's what
coffee
they had.
shop there now.
They had a King's. They had a video
what's a
store.
King's?
Oh, King's.
King's,
I know
the
King's,
department
yeah.
store. Did you remember Napoleon
No, I
Dynamite?
never-
They go to King's.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. No, like it was a thing.
So
the one in
King's was
Sun
like
Valley, you go down to the
kind of
basement.
like a dollar. It was like a General Dollar or Dollar Tree.
Oh,
It was like
no.
that, but
The
it was
basement
like
was like a
everything.
Toys R Us, though.
They had toys, they had clothes, they had bikes, they had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It was
I
just a
love that.
department store.
Yeah.
And so they had a King's there. They had the Nam King Chinese restaurant. They had a movie rental place that nobody went into because it was very small and there was no movies to rent. And
I hear that kind
and
of
then
hurts.
they had the bowling alley, 20th Century Lanes. Then they had King, or they had the M&W Market.
Yeah.
So the grocery store, and if you walked all the way to the pharmacy and the market, you could hear the bowling alley. You could hear the balls rolling and striking
Really?
pins.
Which is now at roller skating.
now
rink,
it is
right?
a roller skate. The bowling alley is now a roller skating rink.
I bowled there many a time.
Then
in high school.
you had that barber that's still there. That old man won't die.
That guy is.
And then
is
you had the
terrifying.
laundromat.
Yep.
You had the laundromat.
Yeah.
And then you had an empty area where Caffeina is now.
Yeah.
Completely empty till you got to Terry's West Side Saloon or State Street Saloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collister Station.
I'm the first. I think
was
I'm
a
the
train
only person
station.
here that's actually been to that barber.
I've been there.
You have been to that barber?
but I was there 20 years ago.
So, because he was
When I was
like,
21, he cut my hair, and I was like, "Oh, I'm never going back." I was scared. Dude, he shakes. He shakes as he walks up to you with a straight razor. He was about 80
Here
when
you
I
go.
was there, so he's about 100 now.
he
He
is.
shakes.
Just tilt your head back, please.
So he shakes, and he's like,
Oh,
he gets you all
man.
lathered up with his lather.
He's like the
and
guy
then
at
he's
Toy
like-
Story.
Yeah.
He shakes, but then right when he starts, it's like
Perfect
perfect.
precision.
It's
and you're like,
exactly
how,
like that.
Why,
and I remember
how?
I was terrified. I had big sideburns, right?
Yeah.
And
Let me
I
get
go-
that with a straight razor.
And
for
he
you.
goes, "Let me get those for you." Takes them up to here, cuts them off.
There we go.
And he's straight, but he did that. He came up to me and he was shaking as he's walking up, and he's like, touches my
please
face.
don't.
And I was like, "Oh, this is where I die. This is where I die." That was
Man,
the last
what a
time
way
I
to
went
go,
him.
am I right?
So what did I do when Anthony needed a recommendation for a barber because his mom couldn't help him?
She's out of town.
Set
Yeah,
him down there.
I went down there, right?
Not
And I
that one.
sat down. Highlights magazines from 1997. And I'm like,
Oh,
holy
man.
crap.
Was there like
He's-
Goofus and
like-
Gallant
like,
cartoons
he
in there?
had probably were some money.
He had like a lazy boy in there.
Maybe
Yeah.
a
Like a
Ranger
couple
Rick
of them,
or two?
and he used to sit in there. I'd see him at 5 a.m. I'd be getting gas, and I'd look back there, and he'd be sitting there 4:30 in the morning, sitting back there reading magazines with
Dude,
his
Wow.
no, and you
open
walk
sign
in.
on.
You walk in. All he does is he tells you with his points to his finger. Go
What
over there.
haircut you want?
Go sit down. Go sit
Yeah,
down.
go
You
sit
know,
down.
wait. And the guys are in there. You're in and out of that seat in like 8 minutes. By the way,
he's turning
so
and burning.
he's
20 bucks a
turning and
pop.
burning, and he's like, "What do you want?" I showed him a picture of my bodybuilding days, and I said,
Yeah.
I would like this kind of style, right? It's a fade going from a number 1 to a number 2 up top.
I'm sorry,
here
I'm cutting
with,
hair,
with,
not
with
fat.
a taper, and then I need you to trim this area of my bangs over here that kind of hangs down, and then if you can actually texture it at
Yeah.
the top.
And then he pulls
goes,
out his clippers,
no,
takes
and
the
yeah,
guard
no,
off,
that's
white
ex-
sidewalls,
that's
both sides.
exactly what he did. He's like, okay, cool, bam, clippers, guard off, right? Hits me on the side. I'm like, oh my god! And then does everything with the clipper, the whole
Whole thing.
haircut with the clipper, textures it, trims it, sends me on my way. And I said, okay, well, for a guy that was like this, not half bad.
Apparently,
Take it.
some things
Fast.
never
But
change.
Anthony came back.
Justin,
he was a
trying to
little
go get a haircut after
Oh,
this?
you know, I'm gonna go actually.
Oh boy, yeah. Report back, please. William here, wanting to know all-time favorite Meg's product.
Levi, go.
205.
205.
That's really the only one I've ever used.
Dane, your turn.
I use Gold Class shampoo a lot when I before I knew anything like at the rag company or that stuff. That was like the shampoo
That's
I
a good
used.
shampoo.
Yeah.
I'm
What do you
going microfiber pads. That's what I use.
Okay,
a
yeah,
lot currently.
that's a good one.
Where's
Yeah.
microfiber pads? Yeah, good ones.
What about you?
I like number 40. I think it's fantastic. It's a vinyl and rubber cleaner and conditioner, right?
Oh, specific one.
It's a very good one. And I also like, I would say I like 205 as well, or at least learning on 205. And then the oddball of this the synthetic 2.0 wax, whatever the heck it was called, and then they also had the purple bottle of wax. Remember that paste wax? It was a purple bottle. It was called liquid.
Sounds familiar.
What the heck was it called?
What year would this be?
2006, 2007
Yeah,
was when
like
I was using
mid-2000s.
these. But the synthetic 2.0 wax, I can't remember. It came in their professional line bottle. It's a brown bottle, right?
Somebody
but it
out
said
there
something
knows for
2.0.
sure.
It's purple. The product is actually purple.
Oh, the product is purple, not the
No,
packaging.
the product is purple. But then there's another bottle that was a purple bottle, and I can't remember what the heck it was called. But it was also a decent wax. But those are what I used. When I was looking for something good, because I didn't want to use canned waxes when I was.
Sure.
I was trying to move to the synthetic stuff because I heard
Yeah.
it's stronger.
I heard that's good. We got Brian here just yelling Spokane.
Well, that's my
nice.
cousin. He's saying he's
Oh,
in Spokane.
okay.
Who's
They live in
the
Spokane.
guy that used to yell product names in here?
I don't remember. That was a great time, though.
Yeah, that was fun. There was somebody who just literally came in and
Angels
just yelled product
245.
names. And then they just left, and that was it. It was like,
Eagle 500.
okay. Weird account, but
Creatures!
sure.
It was awesome. Loved it. Holden Abedini
Hey.
saying, Happy Friday Eve, gentlemen. What's going on, man? Oh, snap, Mountain Town. in the
Heck
house.
yeah.
What's
What's going
going
on,
on?
Holden? Holden is a Q2 Grambassador of 2021 up in the beautiful country of Canada, right? Where he enjoys maple syrup. He enjoys
Tim Hortons.
and he also enjoys
And Timbits.
long walks.
Tanning beds. Okay.
Tanning beds? Is that what you said?
Timbits.
Oh, Timbits.
Little donut
Timbits.
holes from Tim
Yeah.
Have
Hortons.
you had that?
My wife's Canadian.
Yeah.
What the heck? I've
Well,
never
you
had
didn't know that. I knew
Timbits.
that. You
You
told
knew
me this
that?
morning, but I knew that.
I haven't gotten any of that stuff. So she likes Tim Hortons?
Oh yeah.
What else do Canadians like generally? What else is your wife into that you think other Canadians would agree with?
Decals. No, I'm just decals. No,
Decals?
just kidding.
I think
Wait,
the automatic
Only
thing
reason I say
everybody
that-
throws out is poutine.
Well,
Poutine?
She likes poutine, but it's not one of her top things.
Yeah. It's just like a thing people
I mean,
know.
she's from Saskatchewan though, so
okay.
it's a world in itself.
Yeah,
Right, it's
Saskatchewan's
a
separate.
different.
What is
It's the
what does
farming-
that
Middle
mean?
Canada.
Yeah, there's
Why is it
different
why is it a
different parts
world
of
in
Canada.
itself?
Just
Explain
farming.
that to
Well,
me.
because
Farming.
East Canada is
City.
French Canadian.
East is very
Yeah,
French.
and
Quebecois
then
and all
West
that.
Canada is like
Like the
Pacific
US?
Northwest,
Yeah,
Seattle,
same
Just like
Washington.
us,
Yeah,
right?
if you're in like
British
Vancouver
Columbia.
and stuff, it's just
Saskatchewan
like
is
Washington
Kansas.
extended.
Saskatchewan is like Kansas, Canada.
Oh, they're
There-
weirdos then.
There's just nothing there.
Whoa!
weird.
So
weirdos.
sorry.
They're
Well,
just-
they're not
There's a
weirdos.
lot
Somebody's
of-
going to
it's a
get
very
mad in the
rural area.
comments
But
here.
it
I'm
is a
sure
very
of it.
rural area. So, so if I'm
Feel
getting
free
this,
to just
this
direct your
understanding
energy to
correct, right?
Anthony.
Is there any beautiful areas
Yes,
over
Saskatchewan's
in that
gorgeous.
area?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There is some beautiful areas.
I mean, it's great sitting on the farm.
But East Coast, so East Coast, where Canada is, that's where you're going to get a lot of your Niagara Falls. That's above that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's east.
And that is going to be your French
Yeah.
Canada.
Mhm.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. I've never been.
Quebec.
I know.
and the only
I've never been. Have you been
know,
to Canada,
no.
Levi?
MLB
Never.
team and the
I used to
NBA
go there
team
all the
only.
time.
Oh, I
as
went
a
to
kid.
no, I went to Vancouver.
I went to Victoria all the time. We
Yeah.
went there for field trips for
Yeah.
school. And
I've been to
stuff, yeah.
Vancouver,
What the
but
heck?
that was
Went to
about it.
Victoria for field trips for school?
Yeah,
Well,
I lived
they
in
lived
Squim.
right
We were
next
literally
door.
across the street
Yeah,
of Juan de
literally
Fuca
right
from
across.
Victoria.
It was like
Vancouver
here.
and
It's
all
like
that
if you
were
go
right
to Jalopy
there.
Jungle, you're
Yeah.
in Garden City across the street.
So,
But
you
if
know
you're
where
on
I
this
went?
side of the road,
It was
you're
like going to
the ride
Caldwell,
company
but in
or
a boat.
Boise.
What's it called? Was it
Yeah.
called Friday Island near
Yeah.
Seattle? What's
Yeah.
it called? There's the
Friday
islands
Harbor.
there. Friday Harbor, right?
Friday Harbor and
You
San
could
Juan
Whidbey
Islands.
Island.
Yeah, and
is
you could
cool.
see Canada from those
Yeah.
islands, right?
Yeah.
That was the closest I've ever been.
Okay.
No,
Well,
we
we'll
didn't.
take you to
Wow.
Canada.
Victoria.
We got
Once we
Right
get
there.
our mobile wash
Yeah.
vehicle, we're gonna take it up to Canada.
I just want us to get a big old Sprinter van and deck it out and
I'm
go
gonna,
on
I'm
road
gonna show
trips.
Mountain Town a picture of what we're thinking.
Take this
Okay.
podcast on the road. Yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, Stephen Bissett coming in with what clay lube do you recommend for an aftermarket paint job? Tried Oner and Ferrix, but got significant swirl marks. I don't have issues with either when I use them on factory paint. So with a respray, Stephen, honestly, it just depends on how good of the job the respray was. Is the clear still soft? How old is the job? There's a lot of things that kind of come into play with this, but I would say Oner on its own as a clay lube shouldn't offer you any problems. If you're trying using Oner and Ferrix at the same time and trying to basically use Ferrix as a clay lube, that just may be too aggressive for that clear, and I just wouldn't do it that way. And so I would do your mechanical and your chemical decon separate from each other and see if that helps. But try to use something that has a lot of glide to it. So Ferrix isn't while yes it can be used as a lubricant, it doesn't have a ton of lubricity in comparison to some other
that's
things.
what I
So
want.
I would say maybe try out the Koch Chemie clay spray. It's fantastic stuff. It's got a ton of lubrication, and give that a shot. But I would say with an aftermarket paint job, especially if it's soft or if it's causing micromarring or swirling, just separate those two because you're basically doing too much at once.
Here's a better shot of it.
I just need that as an everyday
Levi's
driver.
busy pulling up pictures of a giant.
No, they don't need to know. Dane, be quiet. No one needs to know about it.
It's wonderful.
Hans Closen, happy Friday
unless we take up
everybody. What's going on, Hans?
Like a collection for it.
Our favorite, Paul Allen.
Paul
Man,
Allen is
love
the
this guy.
365 safe for polishing out. Yes. Which towel is the best budget safe rag budget towel? The 300
towel,
actually.
maybe?
Edgeless 300 for polishing because it's the first intro into 70/30.
Hey, what's that scene? So in the movie, right, with Paul Allen, right before he gets slaughtered in the.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was Huey. Is it Huey Lewis?
Yeah, Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis. Yeah. I love that. So funny, dude.
And on that note, we're going to dip into a quick break. We're going to be right here. The guys just got to run out real quick to the game. We'll be right back. You got some messages.
Yeah.
And don't go anywhere, all right? We'll be right back.
Hello, and welcome to a promo for our new series called Satisfying Saturdays. Now, what are Satisfying Saturdays? Well, I'll tell you. They're a little bit of audio, a little bit of video, put together in a satisfying combination while we do some sort of detailing on the side there, you could say. It's ASMR adjacent. So it's not going to be perfect ASMR, but it's mostly just going to be sounds of brushes and foam and water and detailing products. Just a very satisfying combination of all the things you love about detailing without any of the, noise that you don't want to have in there, right?
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Something you can just relax to, put on in the background. I don't care how you watch it, I just care that you watch it. So, that's really all there is to say about it. Check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey guys, Levi with the Rag Company. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a car from a 0 to a hero? Have you ever wondered, can you buy a car and fix it back up and then resell it for a lot more money? Well, if those are the questions you've been asking, have I got the show for you. That's right, we here at the Rag Company bought ourselves a project car, and over the course of the next year, we're gonna be doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. We're gonna be polishing it, we're gonna be cleaning it, we're gonna be putting new parts on it, fixing the wheels, fixing the interior, fixing the dings, fixing the dents, fixing the clear coat, all that stuff. We're even gonna be cleaning the windows, can you believe it? And we are gonna be finding lots of fun parts to put on, kind of personalize it, and make it our own. That's right, it's TRC Rex. That's what we've been calling it, and it's a pretty rad little car. And we're hoping to turn it from a 0 into a hero.
Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and have you checked out our Instagram? You haven't? You have? I'm not really sure, but it is arguably the most entertaining Instagram page of all time. It's hilarious. There's tons of cool towel posts and detailing products, and I'm not really selling this, am I? Not really? Okay, well, it's a really cool page where we post a ton of sale content as well as cool pictures of new products and new releases and kind of everything we do there. And we also host the Grambassador program on there as well, which is our take on a sponsorship. Now, to learn more about the Grambassador program, just check out the link down below in the description, and it'll take you to one of the main pages that kind of talks about the program and what we do, but is ultimately our take on a sponsorship. And we've had plenty of Grambassadors watching this show with you right now. So you can check out our Instagram in the links below. Make sure to check it out. Give us a follow. I think that you're really gonna like it.
Hello, and welcome back to Q&A Thursday.
Anthony couldn't make it back fast enough from the bathroom.
You were joined by Levi, myself, Justin, aka Mountain Town Detail, and an empty chair where Anthony would be if he were just a little bit faster running back from the camp. But that's okay. we don't judge. I mean, we kind of do, but whatever. We got questions here. You want to get to them, or you want to wait for Anthony?
We can
I
get
think
to
we
him.
can
Let's
get
keep
some.
going. All right,
Yeah.
Chum Bucket. Oh, Holden Abedini. Question. I'm about to coat my Touareg with Legend. I know Beadmaker is good to top it with, but will Beadmaker affect the contact angle of water on the coating? Or am I thinking about this too much? You're thinking about this too much.
Yeah.
Honestly, so Legend on its own doesn't have a super high contact angle in the sense that it doesn't feel crazy slick.
Yeah.
So if you want to increase that, you add Sol as a top coat or Beadmaker. And that's where you get your slickness from.
This feels like a good time to bring up the fact that, Justin, you got some familiarity with it.
Yeah. So,
How was your experience?
My experience was great, and minus one mistake that I actually made. But on the side of that,
Well, yeah, I'm sure people would want to know.
okay. So if you guys want to know, I actually just applied Legend this past weekend, and then everything's going great, super smooth. I really enjoyed the experience. I woke up the next morning to see a nice line right down one of my panels, and I'm like, is that water? I'm thinking it's just going to come wipe off. So what happened was the coating and water activated, and it
Carved a channel
Yeah, it just went into
through
the
the
coating.
coating.
So what I had to do was actually, I did the wrong step first and polished a nice line in it and created a divot,
Yep.
and thought that I would just coat over it and it would be fine. That's not the case.
Yeah, you built it up again.
I built it up, and then
you enhanced the divot.
so then I had to take a nice polishing applicator like sponge, a little more aggressive than just like a microfiber, and then sort of just gradually work its way out of there.
Kind of knock down the edges.
Knock
of
down
it.
the edges, and then sort of recoat again in that spot, and it turned out great. It's fine now. It took me an hour or so to figure it out, but
What towels did you use when you
so
were
I
doing
did
that?
Pearl and Creature.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Pearl first, and then went over it with a Creature. I
good combo.
loved it. I thought it went great. I thought it was super easy. I know you have to sort of, once you start seeing it sweat, you've got to get it. I mean,
Yep.
in my experience, there's a couple panels where I let it sit a little longer and it was sticky.
Yeah.
But
There's a sweet spot,
yeah,
Levi likes
yeah,
to call
once
it.
that starts
Yeah.
sweating, start going ahead and getting it off, and it's great. It's not very sticky in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
but-
And don't bite off more than you can chew.
No.
So basically, knock out an area at a time, and
Keep an eye on
it's-
it.
Just keep
Yep.
an eye on it. Try to have decent lighting. It's the same thing with Inspiration. Inspiration is the same way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm really excited to see, in terms of Legend, the durability of that
That's
thing.
what I'm doing tonight is installing
I'm-
Legend on a vehicle that I'm
I
working
know,
on in my
but
garage.
we need to do it on one of our own.
I know, we
and
do.
so if only I had
Some kind of
another
vehicle.
vehicle.
Project
You know what I mean?
I think I have a project car that I could probably put Legend on. In fact, I
Do
think
you?
that's what I'm going to do to it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm basically, Levi. I might also have a project car,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I need to make the most of the clear coat that's left on it,
right.
right? So I
Mhm.
need something that's going to be relatively durable. So do you think Legend might be the
I
best
think Legend
for me?
could possibly be the best
Oh,
best
okay.
case scenario.
And what
for
about
you.
somebody that literally has nothing for paint? I'm
Well,
talking
they're gonna have
crap
to. They're
paint.
gonna have
that
to.
really does
they're
need
gonna
a
have to
respray.
They're gonna have to paint their car
Yeah.
first because I don't think think that
And
coating's
then-
gonna do anything.
Well, they have to wait for it to off gas probably before applying. something
Ooh,
like
that's gonna be
Legend,
tough.
'cause-
That's almost a 90-day because
Well-
the 41% solid content that's in Legend is
Yeah.
not a permeable coating.
It's not a permeable coating, right? So seems like maybe one person here at this table may not be able to use.
It's a real shame, to run into that kind of situation, but also kind of feel like I left myself open to a little higher resale value than
I
a
don't
couple
think-
of the
I don't
other
think
folks
so, Dane.
around here. So
I don't think so.
We'll see. We'll see how that
Dane,
works out.
we'll
I'm
see
I
what
curious.
remember how hard it was to sell that Volvo, and I'm thinking about back at that time, and then I'm also
Well,
thinking about
yeah.
that
But
Miata.
remember, he was able to get rid of that Montero.
He
and-
was for some reason he was able to get that
well,
rid of that
he was able
Montero
to
pretty quick.
trade it for another.
Oh, that's right, yeah. With a blown head gasket.
to a slightly more sour lemon. I made my move.
More from a rotten lemon to a sour lemon.
No,
slightly
honestly, nothing
nasty
was better than that Montero running positive camber.
I have to say,
And literally deflating as it was
The
sitting.
I
back
always
tires were
say
like
this.
this on the back of it. It
That-
was so funny. We were like,
that
"Why are your
Montero,
wheels, man?"
as terrible as that particular one was,
That one was a piece of crap.
That one was so just
That
shot
thing needed to go to the junkyard.
crap. It
In
was
fact,
bad.
the day after he sold it, we went to the junkyard and found a nicer one than
Day
his there.
after
We should have just driven
the
that one
day,
out of there.
And I couldn't find one at the time. I have to say, I still love third gen Monteros. There's just something about them I like.
The fun
I
thing
think
was there were
they
some
are
really
cool.
nice ones on Facebook Marketplace at that time for like $2,500.
Yeah, they're all dirt cheap, but they're
Dane
basically
bought the $900 one that was literally ready
horrendous.
to die.
Yeah, no, but they're basically just like a Mitsubishi alternative, which I know is scary, to like a Land Cruiser or something of that era. Like a Land Cruiser Prado is similar in size, but it's that kind of thing. They just don't have the value.
No, you're right, Dane. They're awesome.
But in other countries around the world, they get just as much use. So
I just one of my favorite part about that
thing.
was when we had it. Dane said, "Hey, you guys
I
want to maybe
love that
film
truck
some
anyway.
detailing
I was telling him
content
about it on the
this?"
drive back.
He's like,
Oh.
"Hey, do you guys want to maybe film some detailing content?" I'm like, Dane, somebody died in this car.
But guys,
There's
I bought
human
this
hair on the
truck
headliner.
thinking it was
That's
a
not
big
yours.
truck
You
and
guys
it was kind
watching
of beat
it.
up.
Let's take
we
it to
could
the
make
junk-
some
let's take it
content
to
out
the
of
car
this,
wash
right?
first.
Like it's a fun, dirty car. No, we aren't touching that. Oh,
Take it to the car wash.
Okay.
Wash it there.
Yeah, it was rusting. We had to literally touch it up with there was
There's
it was
mold
spray
growing in the
painted.
back seat.
There was
Guys,
mold growing in
In
it.
case you forgot or you weren't aware, we have videos where we did do a little something. Even I did an episode on it, but there's some fun stuff if you look back at Dane's Montero and her old videos.
That's good stuff.
It's funny stuff.
Yeah.
Brian Mueller,
Brian.
what wheel brush do you recommend for powder-coated gloss black wheels?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Me. Hello. Hi. As an owner of some freshly powder coated gloss black wheels,
Goth
right?
black.
Gloss black. Gloss black. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that there is no particularly safe wheel brush for black gloss coated wheels because basically gloss black on a powder coat is still soft.
Yeah.
It is still soft. There's no way around it. So you're going to go at this with the best stuff you got, right? Detail Factory, ultra soft bristle brush, right? It's probably the softest thing you can get away with. And then microfiber towels.
Yeah.
Don't use any other brush, honestly.
Yeah.
I would say that our flagtip nylon, it is a safe brush. It's not going to gouge the wheels. It's not going to cause scratching. But if you're particularly worried about swirls,
Even then, it's not going to do much.
The wheels, those wheels are just, especially gloss black, it's just super hard to keep them from swirling, especially in a powder coat. It's just hard. And the ones that I just got done, my BBS wheels that I got done, I mean, they've been cured up now for almost a month now, and I could walk up to an area with a little bit of dust on them, and I could just wipe my finger across it, bam, swirls immediately.
I'm really curious to see how mine are going to
So,
turn out long term.
You got to go into those with knowing, hey, either an ultra soft, ultra fine synthetic detailing brush or a nice 70-30 microfiber towel. And if it was me, I'd buy some Minx Royales, or I would buy some Eagle 350s. Yes, Eagle 350s, and I'd say these are my wheel cleaning towels, and don't get it mixed up.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
There you go, the chum bucket. Hey, no detail related question, but what kind of wings do you guys like? Dip or toss? Sweet or
God,
spicy?
this is the kind of
Here's what I'm going to
questions.
do. I am going to turn that over to the man himself. From Tony's Wings and Berries, Anthony Fisher.
Just kidding. Justin Dean, what do you think about wings?
I actually boneless wings only.
Those are chicken nuggets, Justin.
Chicken
I
nuggets.
knew we were going to get
Chicken
some
nuggets
rowdy
then,
comments.
and dip
Okay.
with a sweet and spicy, not a sweet or spicy.
I
delicious.
see.
Hey, it's,
Well, hello, welcome to Tony's Wings.
Oh, here it comes.
It's got the wings and berries. They're very delicious. So, yes, I am a wing connoisseur. We all know this, right?
Some would say
and I
the
make my
wing
own
connoisseur.
wings. I call it. It's my own neighborhood wings is what I have,
Oh.
and I open up my garage, right?
Jimmy
and I get
Ellis
my
go
air.
For his chickens.
I get my air fryer going, and I just start getting these wings on
slaughter
deck,
some
right?
chickens in the driveway.
No, I don't like the
Okay.
mess, right?
Okay.
So I just buy them pre-packed, obviously.
Well,
But
you could. You're in a rural
you know,
area.
in
That
my
wouldn't be a
neighborhood,
problem.
you know, it's a lot of people walking by. You
Oh,
know,
okay,
it's
yeah.
popping, right? So they walk by and they see me out in the air. The air fryer's on,
Yeah,
right? And
sitting right out there in the
I got my
driveway,
apron on,
yeah.
and I'm like, "Hello, welcome to Tony's Kitchen. You want to come and get some wings,
Yeah,
right?"
they're like, this is more like a garage.
So it is. It is literally just my garage, and so.
Yeah.
But paper plates, and I serve people. I charge. It's like 50 cents a wing, so
Ooh,
a pretty
okay.
good deal.
That's a great value.
I'm coming in a little bit higher.
Okay.
Actually, a little bit lower than Buffalo Wild Wings. They used to have a 45-cent wing day. Now
Okay.
it's 65-cent wing.
Yeah, but
So
the quality's gonna be
I'm still
higher.
coming a little bit lower, higher quality, right?
Because it's not a store-bought chicken.
They're not. They're not modified.
These
It's not modified chicken meat by any means. But I'm offering 2 flavors at this time.
Okay.
Right. I'm offering my own signature buffalo blend, right, with the pickle juice, right, for a little bit of that acidity,
nice.
right, delicious, with the blue cheese, right. So I'm a big fan of the Ken's blue cheese. There's Ken's, right?
Yeah, Ken's.
Ken's blue cheese. I feel like it's creamy. I feel like it's just a good blue cheese all around. And then I'm doing the same thing for the Ken's Ranch, or actually, sorry, Hidden Valley Ranch, because I know people
HVR.
Okay,
yeah, love some HVR.
Friends at
and then I'm
HVR.
also doing like a sweet wing, right? So I'm giving a good contrast. But here's the thing: I don't make chicken nuggets. However, I have done boneless wings before. I posted those up in the Rag Company podcast group,
did.
and I got a bunch of crap for them.
Yeah.
So I've officially stopped making chicken nuggets and now have completely committed to the wings.
I'll go boneless with you.
but-
I still love my chicken nuggets.
I'm a buffalo guy. I like a spice level on a scale of 1 to 10. I like around like a 7.5 to an 8.
That's a hot
However,
wing.
what I have found out is that San Antonio levels of spice are much different than Idaho levels of spice.
Yes.
So in terms of San Antonio levels, I can only handle a 3.
Yeah, your 7 is like their 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy.
That makes
Levi,
sense.
what do you like? Do you like barbecue wings or anything? Do you like any type of chicken wing?
No,
Just not a fan.
not a fan of wings.
Just
Well,
is it
nuggets?
the work? Is it what is involved that
Not
you
even
don't
a
like?
fan of nuggets.
You just don't like chicken in general?
No, I like breasts. I like chicken breasts.
You like chicken breasts, but
Yeah.
just
Okay.
But like the wing is like an experience, though.
It's not enough meat for me. You know.
No, have
Wow.
you
You know what
tried?
you know what I say? Meat's for the man, bones are for the dogs. You know. So
I know what you mean there.
Ice cold.
that's why I like.
Okay.
That's why I like
Dane,
a good,
spicy,
good
sweet. What do you
piece of
like for
chicken to
wings?
bite
I
my
like
teeth
spicy
into.
sweet. I like the 2 together, but I want more sweet than
Like-
spicy.
you like
I want the
Asian-
kick, but I want the sweet.
Kind of like an
Asian-
Asian
oh,
zing
yeah.
kind
Asian
of
zing.
I'm
style.
only a
Yeah, I'm good
sweet
with that.
kind of guy. I don't like the spiciness.
And you're kind of on board with that.
Yeah, Asian zing.
Okay.
It's the good stuff.
I'm not a fan of the bone, but I will have them.
Yeah,
It's just I
Dan-
find it more
Dane's
of an
always said
inconvenience.
not a
well,
fan of the
that's
bone.
me. Like,
It's
I'll
just
eat it.
obnoxious to me.
But,
That's all.
The
You gotta
bones
work for
obnoxious.
your
Yeah,
meat.
given the option of
Yeah.
having chicken with bone in it or not,
Yeah.
why
Dane,
wouldn't I just go with
Dane, the bone is a pacer, right? So the bone it
Slows you down.
It
It's like-
slows you down.
it's like
Oh,
when
well,
you
no
put a
wonder
rock-
he doesn't like it
it's
because
like
this
when
guy's
you-
Mr. Speedy.
Like
No,
when you
it's
put
an
a rock, you
experience
put a
thing.
rock into like a dog food bowl to slow
Oh, we
your
do
dog
that
down.
for Cooper, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same reason. That's what
Well,
the bones for.
Snarf it all
No,
up otherwise.
Slow you
the,
down
the,
when you're eating.
the bone slows you down, right?
Yeah.
But it gets you excited, right?
Yeah,
so it gets
exactly.
you excited about the next one. So
Right.
you work.
A lot of people get excited
And
about that.
on that non-detailing segue,
48
I bring you
Dane
48
detailing,
detailing.
my Lord
Our friend
Dane.
Zaya.
I'm sorry, but that 2020 Grambassador of the Year takes the sexy bearded man
got
on
me
this
beat.
panel.
Look at
Well,
that
thank
thing.
you.
I think the red flannel kind of helps
Yeah,
too,
there you
though.
go.
Yeah, I'm trying to pop
Yeah.
out from these guys. So.
You got a cool hat.
Oh yeah, cool hats and shirts.
And next up, we've got Edmund Iverson.
Ed Iverson saying, "Happy Friday Eve, gents. Your thoughts on the Flex Pixie 8012 cordless?
Buy it.
Buy it.
Ed,
Get it.
buy
It's
it.
awesome. We
I'm
use
actually
it
going
a
to take
lot
one home
here.
tonight because I need it."
We use it a
No.
lot.
Question for the beautiful TRC Grambassador of the Year for 2020. What was your biggest business takeaway from 2020, and what are your growth plans for 2021? Courtesy of
good
Zaya,
question.
Yeah.
Grambassador of the Year 2019.
Take it away.
You always have
Justin.
some good questions. I'm going to go
goes my water bottle.
marketing. If I learned anything from these guys, it's marketing. And I think starting out with in 2020, in January 1st, 2020, literally I was Facebook, and that's all I knew. And didn't really do a lot of content either, and just gradually watching more and more content from the Rag Company. I think it really pushed my marketing level up more and more, just a better knowledge of what to do and how to do it. And then with being chosen as a Q4 Grambassador, it really helped me push myself even more. And I think that being a Grambassador was something you use, well, for your advantage really too, because you're getting to market yourself through their platforms, and you're not having to do it by yourself. So I think marketing is the standpoint from what I took away. And then going towards 2021, I'm booked solid like 2 months in advance, a month in advance. I'm never, hey, I don't have anything this weekend unless I block it out. But I also only detail Saturday, Sunday, Mondays, so I don't really have a lot of free time to detail either. 2022, though, will be my year of reasoning with myself of what I do. So stay tuned for that.
Heck yeah,
There you go.
man. Right
Nice.
on.
Well, best of luck on that venture.
Yeah. Richard Wakefield, hey guys, what are the best pads for clarity cream? Buff and Shine Maroon's really good. The
Maroon.
Ripez
Maroon.
Coarse is really good.
Yeah.
Coarse Wool.
Yeah, yellow wool's fine too.
And Yellow Wool's fine too. So
Yeah.
all three of those are really, they help clarity cream a lot.
Yeah.
Pokes
Okay.
Fomel.
Yeah.
Hey guys, do you prefer a spray-on iron remover before and after cleaning the rims with Brake Buster, for example? Do you prefer to spray on iron remover?
So
Depends.
depends, because basically you could eliminate most of those iron deposits, the surface contamination with the brake buster, right? And then you'll go to spray on your iron remover and you won't see the purple bleeding,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, oh, what the heck, right? So we actually did this test not too long ago. Remember, it was actually 3 years ago. Ivan LaCroix came, right?
Yeah.
We were doing a Ferrex Power Clean comparison video on wheel cleaning on Dane's Ford C-Max, right?
Yeah.
That he never cleaned the wheels on. And
Well, it had regenerative braking.
yeah,
too,
the front. So the front wheels are always a mess, right?
Yeah.
And remember, we used Power Clean on
Yeah.
one wheel and we used Ferrex on the other. Then we went to go back onto Ferrex on the Power Cleaned wheel, and there was nothing.
Yeah.
It
had already
completely
been-
cleaned everything.
Yeah.
So I guess depends on what.
Well, it depends on what you got. Like I use
Depends what
Brake
you got,
Buster. So the truck I'm working on has 305 22s on it.
Oh man, some
Big
meat.
wide tires on it.
Meat
Big
on
wheels,
those.
big wide tires. But they're very fancy aluminum gloss black with polished
Yeah.
pieces. I had a little bit of brake dust because it's got drilled and slotted rotors and carbon ceramic pads, and it had some dust on the front ones. So all I used was Brake Buster on those wheels because they're new wheels. They're nice. I used Brake Buster at 4-to-1 and used the green flag tip nylon body brush, sprayed those wheels down, just scrubbed them, rinsed them, and they were clean. But I noticed a lot of that brake dust disappeared. Then I went at it with a iron remover, and nothing happened
Yeah.
because the wheels were cleaned.
Yeah.
They were already clean. There wasn't enough brake dust left to actually have any issues. So, to your case in point, Anthony, it really just depends on what you want to use. Some people like going with it. They like the show, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I always said, O&R for the money, foam for the honeys.
I like that.
It's the same thing with an iron remover or a normal all-purpose cleaner
Wow.
for that. So,
All right, so we got Rage D says, how do you deal with white Tesla white seats? Customers having issue with color transfer.
You should protect them.
I would seal those bad boys
Yeah.
up.
color lock.
The color lock.
Get a color lock
sealant.
system. Yeah, get the new car cleaner
Yeah.
or new car setup. Comes with mild cleaner,
Mild cleaner. And
the
sealant.
brush,
I was looking back to
and
see if you had it behind you, but those are the wrong ones.
mild cleaner, and the sealant, so
Yeah.
you can clean it, scrub it, seal it. The sealant will help provide abrasion resistance on the seat, as well as providing a barrier,
Yeah.
and it's a permeable barrier
Yeah.
to help keep that. And go look at our video. I've got a
Yeah.
YouTube video where I actually do white leather seats in a Mercedes,
Yeah.
an AMG GT. Now,
Yeah.
just know that on a
Amazing.
Tesla, you're working with vinyl.
Yeah.
It's Levi. It's called vegan leather.
That's called vinyl.
no, not Levi. No. You're saying it wrong. Vegan leather is what
That's
it is.
called vinyl.
No, but it's
vinyl
it
seats.
is
Just
you know, it
another
is
way to
it's
pronounce vinyl.
unharmed leather is what that is.
Yeah, it's called vinyl.
Oh,
It's made the same way.
Yeah, because if
Oh.
it was leather, it would be inherently
are you
not
sure?
vegan.
But it's
so-
very granola friendly.
Yes, it's vinyl.
So is vinyl, because it is vinyl.
Vinyl seats.
So and no animals were harmed.
Right, that's vinyl.
Yep.
Means it's vinyl.
Still on the same page.
So the
just
same
don't realize
process
it.
to make vegan leather is the same process to make vinyl seats that you
weird.
pick up in a base model vehicle.
You might
Wow.
even say they're the same thing.
You might even say the same thing. It's just how you word it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So-
great.
Marketing, folks.
Alkaline Trio says poor Justin is going to be so scared from this Q&A. No,
Scarred.
he's
They're actually doing
holds
nice
up.
to me right now. So
No. we
man.
took him. What we did was we took him to Boise Fry Company, filled
Yeah.
his belly full of
We
French
softened
fries.
him up with that.
so no,
Burger.
good. No,
So
I
he's
just had
happy.
my bang
Yeah, he's
strawberry.
enjoying
uh,
himself.
So
He's
yeah,
like,
it's
this
great.
bang isn't strong enough to break through that Boise Fry company.
Yeah.
It's just-
Making me fall asleep. Did you guys put something in
what
those
you
fries?
hear, what
No.
you do.
Slow down.
moving
Alkaline
on.
saying, especially once G. Davis is done
Oh
with him.
boy, yeah, look out for that.
Where
I
is
haven't-
G? G
I
hasn't
know.
popped
G
in
yet.
yet.
Max, is Koch Chemie PW wax worth it, or do you know of any other good waxes? It's worth it. It's good wax.
Yeah.
It's good wax. Cameron saying, haha, sounds like a good plan. Actually, I am sure she will want her S10 looking nice, so she will be okay with more detailed stuff, addition to previous questions. See?
Yep.
That's how you unlock it. All you got to do is listen.
Cracked the code.
Just listen. No, it's because they were here on Friday. Dane and I were hanging out with him and his lovely wife,
Yeah.
and she did tell me, she's like, I used to have an S10. It was lowered, had a little kit on it. It was really nice. She was going to paint it herself.
Dang.
It's no slouch. So
Well, Alex
then
here
it got
had
wrecked,
some-
and she said she wanted one, and Cameron said he didn't like them. So I
Yeah.
said, Cameron,
Alex had some good
Gotta get
follow-up
it.
for Cameron.
my trick is to buy the facial towels for your significant other, which distracts her from your towel haul. Good point.
But then
He
Cameron
said,
follows up.
I tried that actually. It didn't work. Yeah, that's why I said I listened.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta listen, man. She wants an S10. Get her one. And then you don't have to worry because you'll be like, what? I'm buying them for the cars.
It all depends on which is
you do
more
it. That's how
powerful.
you do it.
The draw of the detailing stuff or the draw of the facial stuff. You decide.
Yeah, it actually works for me though. My wife,
Yeah.
I buy her a couple towels every order, and yeah, she's
Some
good.
his, some hers. You're good.
too.
Yeah, well,
It's-
she's
key
a
is
big
to
time
be-
cleaner. So
Also,
Yeah.
the
I'm
key is
into
to
it.
make sure you're thinking about it. That's what it means.
Yes. Show the
Hey,
thought.
I got you a couple of these nice towels.
And,
Oh,
and
thank
you have to like really show that you thought that, not
Yeah.
like a quick little like I guess, you know, like actually look like you're putting some effort
Yeah.
into it.
Oh yeah.
That goes a long way.
That's right.
Max production.
Boil me more about super snow foam. No.
It's super.
It's super. Mike B. Hey guys, just curious if you have a favorite coating experience. I used the PNS trifecta last weekend. Legend, Soul, View.
Wow.
I think I found a new favorite in Soul. I love Soul.
Soul's so
Honestly,
nice and
I need
easy
to just
use.
buy a bottle of Soul just to have at home for random times, like when I want to coat my dog. or
Honestly,
a
I just
trash
like
can.
it for,
What?
for when I want to have just a therapy session,
Right.
right?
Just
so
crack it.
what I do is I'm about to go into a bath, right?
Yeah,
so
go-
I want
go-
to crack open that sole,
Yeah.
get a little bit of a hint,
Coat the
and
walls
What
in
I
your
like
shower.
to do is I put those little incense sticks in it into
Oh.
the bottle of Soul, and then I
Oh,
light
okay.
them so
Oh.
I get the smell of the Soul,
Little
kind of like a
peppermint
diffuser.
and the incense.
Yeah, it's probably not safe to breathe in that ceramic product, but it does feel nice.
Oh, it's nice when you're relaxing in the tub.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Dane
instead
does-
of Legend, I'll go the Soul route with mine. Maybe that's
Dane,
what I'll
you could
do.
coat the massage chair in Soul.
I could do
No,
that.
you can't do that.
Oh.
I could
Okay.
probably try. And
Well,
it
the
would
base,
fail
the
miserably.
base, any metal
Easy
parts, you
cleanup.
could coat those in Soul.
I mean, it has like a little iPad attached to it.
Ooh,
Maybe-
coat the face of that in
yeah,
Soul. That'd be
maybe
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Keep
It's
that
just
looking-
odd.
keep the fingerprints off.
Like the stream, people says Max Production. Oh,
Thanks,
here we
man.
go.
Mr.
Mr. Trollin
Trollin.
86.
Mountain Town, your Tundra's looking tough after coating it in Legend. Can you talk about your experience with the coating?
We kind of did.
Yeah, earlier I did. But yeah,
Oh, wait,
it's,
sorry,
it's-
I just sneezed into the fan.
it actually. I felt some water on my face.
We're all
I'm
doomed.
so glad
Yeah,
that
I'm
happened to
sorry,
you and
I'm
not
sorry.
us.
Now it made.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm
Makes
sorry.
sense.
I,
It makes sense
just-
now.
I was like, crap, where do I sneeze at? I can't sneeze at him. I guess sneeze this way.
Literally
I just sneeze
backfired.
on everybody.
No, it's a great experience. I really enjoyed it, and I talked earlier about making sure you hit that right sweet spot,
That
and
window.
that window of right when it starts sweating, and as long as I didn't go past that very much, it was easy on, easy off. So, but it's looking great, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, we all saw the truck
Yeah.
today. It looks great.
Wicked.
I did. By the way, I did do 2 coats on it. I didn't really have time to put anything else over top, like a sole or anything, but.
Looked pretty good on its own. I mean,
Two coats in that one area. I got like 23 coats or something.
Yeah.
dang.
Jeez.
Ken Jeeper saying, hello, my friends. What's up,
Hello.
Ken? Welcome. And then G. Davis.
Oh,
Oh no! Here he
Dane's
is.
short-loved, free hugs and candy panel van rental was also in the same plaza as King's.
oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh, it's good stuff. So if you
Oh,
guys
no.
have never heard of King's department store, there is a scene in Napoleon Dynamite where there is a King's in Preston, and Uncle Rico picks up a toilet plunger and smells it and then puts it back down.
Was that in the
It's
scene?
in the scene. He's
Really?
wandering around
What do you
King's,
bet I could
and
throw a
every
football
King's
over
looked
that?
exactly the same.
Is there a King's in Preston?
In Preston, Idaho, I think there was when they shot
Was
that.
there?
If
The
not,
one
it was
I knew
probably
was
Idaho
in
Falls.
Sun
But
Valley.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. Preston.
Good memories there. Yeah.
All right. Alkaline. When Dane used Gold Class shampoo, Liz had to remind him it wasn't for his hair.
Fair. Hey, I just want to stay clean, guys.
Grant Hotry, good morning, boys. Thanks
Hey,
for the
hey.
birthday wishes last Friday. Welcome, man. We got our own TRC WRX project with the 97 V4 STI done. 30,000 kilometers to be done. So have a sugar banger of a day.
I like
Thank
that.
you, man.
Sugar
We
banger of
appreciate
a
it.
day. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. That's a very Australian thing to say, right, Dane?
Don't even start with the New Zealand and Australian thing again. I can't.
All right, Scott Matern saying, I just used Holden 15 for an order I placed 20 minutes ago. Thanks,
Did
guys.
Holden tell you to use that?
Good job,
Did he tell you,
Scott.
Scott? Did he tell you to jump in here? We're proud.
Either way to support your friends. That's great.
Hey, guys, what's your go-to wash method for your personal vehicles?
Rinseless washing for me.
Mostly rinseless.
Yeah,
it's
mostly
fastest,
rinseless.
easiest. Sometimes I'll break out. If my pressure washer's already out,
Dane,
I'll wash
you're
it.
kind of just, look, you're sweating there. What's going on?
Touchless car wash.
Dane!
And then pay somebody else to fix it.
No. Dane, what's your favorite, Justin?
I'm going to go rinseless if it's coated. So now since my Tundra is coated, I will be doing rinseless. Beforehand, though, it was just your normal foam it up and wash it with
How's
a
the
bucket.
water hardness in Montana?
I have a softener, and so it's
Oh,
you know, it's
dang,
a really
it must
good.
be nice. Yeah.
It's a good level. But before that, this year actually, last year was pretty rough.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably
It
kind
was
of like
super
ours.
hard. Yeah, like
Yeah,
almost as hard as you can go. That's how hard it is.
How many parts was ours?
So we're here. We bounce between 250 to 300 parts per million. So it's pretty high. So if 500 is your absolute max you could possibly go for mineral
nice.
buildup.
Let's just put it this way. Like,
We're in the 400s.
I had to change my
There's just rocks
faucet.
coming out of your faucet.
I did have to change my faucet on our sink in our kitchen because it was full of sand.
Yeah, because that mesh just...
Well, so Levi, remember what happened when my steamer? I let somebody borrow my steamer, and they put normal water in it, right?
With a little bit
And-
of ONR.
With a little bit of ONR because that should soften it, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not true in a steamer, especially when you're getting to that
Especially
high
in
of heat.
Idaho.
Especially in Idaho. So what did I find at the
A
bottom
lot
of my
of
steamer?
sand.
Sand.
Yeah.
Literally, gravel was coming out of the bottom of my steamer.
not a fine dust, but like sand.
Yeah.
Pretty upset about
Yeah.
that. So we have some pretty hard water here. So I highly recommend. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on a CR spotless system soon.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm saying that, right? We've put so many freaking gallons through our CR spotless system here.
We're
at the-
still running at like
Yeah.
150 right now.
150 after thousands of gallons. I think we've pushed through that thing. So
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
I think we'll be
In
okay.
almost a year. So pretty good
year.
setup. Yeah.
Pedro, here to help Anthony.
NXT,
Remember-
that was it. That was the purple bottle. So but yes, it was that and the synthetic 2.0 wax, whatever the heck it was called. I
Yeah.
can't remember the number of the professional line it was, but NXT. It was a good experience.
Hold on, I got to find my page here because I just hit the button and it kicked me over. So we're at 1. Man, we're on the first page.
Nice.
Excellent. There's Luke Berge.
Luke! hey, y'all. Figured I'd stop in for a few. I blame Dane for my lack of attendance. He hasn't been tagging me in the Facebook posts.
I haven't
so-
tagged anyone because usually when I get these, I've been so busy lately. I put them out there and hope people are responsive.
Dane,
and have
how
to
are
find
people
it
supposed to
themselves.
see that we're live if you're
Because
not
I
sharing
post
it?
it on the group, I post it on my main
Oh.
page, I post it on the Rag Company page, I post it all those places. I just don't do him the extra luxury of tagging him by name in it anymore.
Okay.
So
So you're dead. He's dead to you.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see how it goes.
no, oh no!
Luke asking the real important questions. Anthony, which car am I getting?
Luke, oh my gosh. Let's just say Luke is in line. Apparently he wants a 40 miles per gallon Honda.
Oh, yeah, he's learned. He's
You,
figured
you
it
got
out.
that cool red one.
Yeah, that's it.
They buy the Gabe's
Yeah.
one. He can buy Gabe's.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
yeah. Gabe's got a
ridiculous.
ruckus for sale.
Yeah, Gabe's got a ruckus for
Luke
sale.
working on a ruckus would be my favorite
That'd be
thing I've ever
That would
seen.
be
That'd probably be the
amazing.
most fun Luke could be
Luke,
having.
hey.
Honestly, Luke, ruckuses are cool.
Luke, get a ruckus, and so you can cruise around. And what's the town Luke's from?
I don't know.
Not Battle Creek.
He's in Pennsylvania.
He's in
Pennsylvania. What is in Pennsylvania? What town is it?
Lots of stuff. I don't know. Sorry, Luke. All right, ridiculous. Final question. Learn the tip of using O&R to wipe off polish. How many microfiber towels? What towel do you think is best for the polish? Hyper polish. Try not to scratch with my wipe. I just used creatures.
Hyper polish.
You're
You can
not
use
gonna-
Eagles. You can use anything with
You can
hyper
use
polish.
anything.
Literally.
You can wipe
It's-
off whatever you
Hyper polish
want.
is so friendly.
It's the
Yeah.
friendliest dang polish that there is, and so
Yeah.
I would say that My favorite 365s feel fantastic. Creatures feel fantastic. Even Eagles feel
I like
fantastic.
it. I just took a creature, dunked it in Oner last night, wrung it out, and that's what I used to wipe off.
Oh, did you? Oh,
That's
that
what I
was
did.
nice.
It was
Oh,
delicious.
Anthony, remember that time we were literally on the other side of the country and we basically had a car that needed to be wet sanded or at least compounded really heavily, and all we had on us was, hyper polish.
Hyperpolish, yeah. That was a long
that was
detail.
a lot of passes. A lot
was-
of passes.
Long day. Long
Very
night.
long day.
It's very fine.
You were almost dead that day too
Yes.
from a cold. Lex Garage waving.
Just saying,
What's up,
hey,
buddy?
Fine, Lex.
Alex, I will welcome you guys with open arms in a decaled up Sprinter van
Decaled
to the
up
Great
Sprinter.
White North. All
I
decaled
think
up.
he would. I think we would show up and he'd be at the border with like a
Oh, he would.
sign, and he'd be like, it's like a big welcome
In his
sign.
hat.
Yeah.
It'll just say free candy.
We'll have the
yeah.
awning built
Free
in the
candy and
side so
Tim
we can do
Hortons
mobile
for us.
detailing wherever we go.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a whole thing.
We
It'll
should
be
do
cool.
that, and then when we get to his house, we need to do the little intermittent. What do we call that? The between the shows that we should-
Intermission.
Oh, yeah.
Intermission.
Yeah.
We need to be in his intermission at
garage.
his garage.
Yes.
That'd be so funny.
What are
That
you guys
would be
doing
great.
here?
What are you guys doing here? Hey,
We're
We're
just
here.
hanging out, getting ready for the Q&A.
You guys
to
are
start.
supposed to be in Idaho for the
So
Q&A
we literally
right now.
just run the Q&A out of his garage for the
Yeah,
day.
we could.
Yeah.
So that'd be a great time.
Just thought. Alkaline toe pad.
Like I said, as soon as we have our mobile command unit, it'll be
Yeah.
really great
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
Mobile soundstage.
Y'all need to put Acura Legend or put Legend on an Acura Legend.
That'd be
Smart
pretty
idea.
sweet.
I always
Yo,
loved the
dog.
Legends. I thought they were mean looking cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Cervantes, Mountain Town. What kind of vehicles have you owned?
I love this question.
Yeah.
So my first vehicle, a 2001 Civic EX,
Nice.
and next vehicle was a 2012 Altima, four door, not two door,
Okay.
on 22s.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Big ballin'. Okay.
Are the roads kind of rough where you are? or-
I was still in Georgia then.
Oh, okay, so that's different, yeah.
It was different. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to move to Wyoming. So I bought a FJ Cruiser,
Nice.
2012 FJ Cruiser. And after that, I went with, I moved to Washington, guys. And I bought a Prius.
Oh.
You
Well,
gotta do that. You gotta
at
do
least
that
you
when
got
want
good
to.
mileage.
Gas was like $6 a gallon. And, actually, wait, I forgot a vehicle. I had a 2012 Tundra as well.
okay.
That's the reason when I moved to
yeah.
Washington, I had to sell the Tundra
Gotcha.
because of the gas price.
Yeah, the mileage.
I've
on
had a
those
lot of
is-
cars. Let's keep
so-so.
going here. And then I bought a 1997 Infiniti QX4
Nice.
that I bought for $2,000.
The
And
fancy Pathfinder.
3,000 later, or 3,000 later, 3 years later, I sell it for 3,000.
Nice.
So I made money to do nothing with it but drive
Nice.
it. And then I got, what did I get next? Man, was it an Outback? I think I had an Outback for a while. And then a 4Runner, 2012 4Runner. Yeah, I like my 2012s. And now I have my 2021 Tundra. So
You just moved the 1 and the 2 around.
yeah, basically.
Nice.
I like to buy and sell cars. If you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you clearly, and you seem to have a pattern of Toyotas.
I have a lot of Toyota. Like Toyotas are my vehicles unless I find something cheap that I can flip
Also
after a
fun.
few months. So
Yeah.
We're taking a stab at that.
Right on.
We got Glossworks Garage.
Sup, TRC, still in Pennsylvania. Found a detailing store nearby, but guess what? There is a Cracker Barrel 15 minutes away
oh,
from me.
you're set.
Any suggestions on what I should try from there? All the
These
things
guys
are
know.
good. All the things are good.
Everything.
Well, so
Everything.
Dane, what would you recommend?
I feel like I would just have to take it on face value, whatever you told me. So I'll go with you. 'cause
Mama's
I don't.
meatloaf.
I was told I went there as a kid, and I don't remember that.
Mama's meatloaf.
So the meatloaf's fantastic. I'm a big fan of the trout as well.
The other
They have
one
a
I like,
great
sampler
trout.
platter.
The salmon platter.
Sampler platter.
Ooh, the
you get
sampler
meatloaf.
platter.
You get what are they? Dumplings, chicken dumplings,
Ooh.
and you get a slab. And I'm talking a slab, the size of this. It's this big around
Yeah.
piece of ham.
Wow, my
With the bone in
mouth
it.
is watering right now.
Okay,
It
okay,
is
okay.
crazy.
What do you
I'm
got?
from the South, guys. Remember that. So, growing up on Cracker Barrel, it's got to be, let's go. It depends on what the daily special is, too.
That too.
And
If it's
yeah.
Wednesday,
Chicken and dumplings.
broccoli
Fish
cheddar chicken.
Fridays?
On Wednesdays, broccoli cheddar chicken, fish fry Fridays.
Oh, fish fry, yeah. But chicken fried chicken with white gravy, not brown gravy, white gravy. pinto beans and cornbread,
Oh.
and fried okra.
Yeah, fried
Top
okra
it
is
all
good.
off with some sweet
This
tea.
guy knows what's
Yeah.
up.
That's what you get.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
so that's a pretty good
And that's why
combination.
he's
about
on
you,
this
Anthony?
panel.
What's that?
Where are you at?
So on a Fish Friday, I'm going to the Fish Fry Friday, right? But they do have just their trout, right? It's rainbow trout, I believe, is what it is. It could be a location thing, but we have it here in Idaho, obviously. But I'm thinking, if I'm going with a trout, if I'm not going with the trout, I'm going with the meatloaf. The meatloaf is about as
It's the best meatloaf.
about
there
as
is.
home style meatloaf as
Yeah.
there is, right? I ask for extra ketchup on the side, or I get
Me too.
extra A1 sauce because I like A1 sauce.
I like a
with
little tang,
meatloaf.
little-
bit of tang, right? So some people are Heinz 57 people, right? I am not a Heinz 57.
Yeah, a little
guy.
A1 on meatloaf goes.
It's just,
good.
but anyway, so I get that, and then I'll typically do the mashed potatoes, right? I do like the dark gravy on that, and then next to that, I'll either do the green beans. The green bean casserole is what
Yeah.
it is.
Mm,
Yeah, the
green
green
bean
bean
casserole.
casserole.
I like
but-
hash brown casserole.
but
Oh, I
honestly,
forgot about
it's
hash brown.
it's the pre-game that I do with the bread, right? So all the bread that they bring out, because they tell them to bring obviously more out as it's coming. The honey with the butter
on the biscuits.
on the biscuits, and
cornbread.
it's just that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's game over. And I like to usually end my stay at a Cracker Barrel with stopping and grabbing some candy on the way out, right?
Yes.
I just want a mint.
You just want a mint?
I just want a mint.
Oh no, I grabbed some candy. So what's the wax paper candy called?
I don't remember, but they
Is it
had
taffy?
a lot of them.
It's the little dots.
The wax paper dots.
It's
Yeah.
just wax paper candy dots. Yeah, that's one of the only places where you can get it. So I
Yeah.
get that, and I'll usually get some razzles.
But don't
You ever
forget
get,
about
like, rice
Whorehound candy.
paper?
What's that?
Whorehound, yeah.
candy.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel.
What'd you say, Levi?
Whorehound.
What?
Or is it? Would you
He's
say Dane?
Levi. No, I was to say, you ever eat like rice paper as a kid or anything like that?
I'm not a
Guys
weirdo.
ever have
No,
any?
not
What is
no.
what is
Just,
rice
just
paper?
regular paper for me.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
weird. I had a
Just
lot of
writing
experiences
paper.
eating rice paper as a kid.
Now, Justin,
Somebody in the comments
the reason
back
I
me
love
up.
Cracker Barrel so much, I proposed to my wife in a Cracker Barrel parking lot.
You did.
Actually, I did not. My sister-in-law proposed
Unofficially.
that I had to propose to my wife
Well,
to her mom.
had that
then her mom
special
called and
ring.
said, "I heard you guys got married, or you guys are getting married." And we both looked at each other, and we just got done paying for dinner and walked from the cash register. Her sister was working there. Walked from the cash register.
Wait, Carly's sister
walked to the
worked
car.
at the Cracker Barrel?
Huh?
She worked at the Cracker Barrel?
Carly and her sister both worked at Cracker Barrel.
this
No
explains
way.
so
That
much.
explains so much. Yeah.
Carly worked at Cracker Barrel while I was working here.
Oh man,
What?
She was waitressing at the Cracker Barrel.
I thought she was.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
So-
she go back?
Yeah, we go that. Why do you think I know the general manager of the Cracker Barrel?
I'm just saying, could
just
she get more
assumed he's another
discounts? More
No,
Detailing
we can't
clients
get
that you
this
knew.
down.
by
Dang it.
osmosis.
But we walked out. Mother-in-law called, said, "Oh my gosh, you guys are getting married. Heather just told me." And we were like, "What? No, we're not. What?" And then we looked at each other, and I was like, "Do you want to get married?" She's like, "I don't know. You want to get
guess.
married?" I was like, "Sure." She goes, "Okay." And that was it.
Well, you got those great rings.
Well, I took her down to a truck stop
Yes.
on the way to Utah
Yeah.
to pick at the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
Garden
Garden
of
of
Eden
Eden.
truck
Picked her
stop.
up an
Yep.
$18 engagement ring
Yeah.
because we forgot neither of us had bought. I hadn't bought her an engagement ring, so
Only the finest.
So
we
the
had to
Garden
go
of
down. We're
Eden,
going down there for a bridal shower, and I forgot that I didn't. I didn't
some
have
place you definitely have to pass through if you ever get the
$18
chance.
though. That thing
Or
stayed
just
on her finger
pass.
for about 6 years.
Heck yeah! And then you bought her $100
And
one.
I bought her a $100 one. Then I bought her a $500 one
Ooh.
about 5 years ago.
Heck
Oh, boy.
yeah! Moving up.
Now I bought her a wood one.
Yeah.
She's got a wood ring she
Nice.
wears, and then she just finds rings that she wants to wear.
Good for her.
Okay.
All right, how many cars can I do with Koshimi's clay lube?
I can usually get about 3 cars out of one bottle. I would say
Like,
with the
500
bottle that we
mil?
have here, spraying it liberally, we got about 3 cars out because remember, you're only using maybe 3 to 4 sprays per panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be using the whole bottle.
No.
Yeah. Look at Carissa's got a picture
yeah.
of a cat in a rag company box.
Aw.
Wow.
Hey, all. Hey, Anthony, what do you recommend to enhance black motorcycle exhaust?
The old school thing.
It's a great
Get
picture,
some
Carissa.
WD-40 and spray it all over the exhaust and darken it up.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Very old school thing. Don't do that. I would say to enhance a black motorcycle exhaust, if it's flat black, you can put a dressing on it. The dressing will burn off eventually. I would say just try to stay away from anything that's like filled with heavily with silicone because it'll
Just sealant, just like bead maker,
Well-
or even wipe it down with Oner.
Well, you can, but to enhance it, to deepen it, right? Because what happens is a lot of that.
Yeah, you could do like some Shine-All or
Well,
something on it.
because it's either flat or it's satin, and it just
Yeah.
fades. It just
Yeah,
gets sun
it's not-
faded,
yeah.
and so that's where you just you can put a dressing on. just to darken it, but it won't last very long. If it was me though, if you could coat it in like C5.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, if it's for your own personal use and you're not doing it for a customer, it might be hard to justify that to a customer to do it for them. But for yourself, if you want to coat it with C5, you could try that.
You can throw a C5 on, but any motorcycle, the rough motorcycle guys will be like, just spray some WD-40 on it and just call it good, right? That's their trick for everything.
I'll be all right.
There you go. Aaron's asking, would it be enough for a minivan? Yes. Mm-hmm. David Cervantes, better question, drumsticks or flats?
I'm a flats guy.
Okay.
Are you a flats guy, Dane? Flats
What kind
or
of shoes
drumsticks?
are drumsticks?
No. Dane,
I'm making a joke.
Wings.
Okay. I like drumsticks, but still the bones is
No,
just kinda like,
true wing people are flat people.
Yeah, I mean flats make more sense to me.
It's the twist. It's the method of basically removing the bones of the twist method and pulling off an entire hunk of meat in one
you
go.
just do a little split.
And then bam, you dip and go.
To me, that's the least intrusive way of dealing with a bone. Yeah.
All right, Ed, how many pads would you recommend to polish a mid-size car? Could I get away with only a pad brush for foam pads, or should I invest in an air compressor? You could, but I recommend at least minimum 2 pads per car. If not, really 4. Because I'll tell you right now,
you have 4 pads is
I
ideal.
destroyed a coarse wool pad yesterday on half of a Dodge Ram.
Yeah, that's what happens.
It completely and I kept trying to keep it cool, but I completely delaminated that pad.
There's some
brand new
days
pad.
with coarse wools where you'll be like, man, these things are just getting wasted.
Yeah.
Especially if you ride an edge and you catch an edge on something and it starts going, it starts hitting that. It's bad.
Yeah, I destroyed it pretty bad. So 4 is always a good number. So Aaron's tough questions. Would you rather smell durian or Iron X? Why not put durian scent?
Durian.
I don't know what that is.
Durian's
Aaron?
a fruit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never smelled durian.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Trying to think of what that smells
Justin,
like.
you? No?
Not durian.
Oh, well, Nick
Yeah, I
said
don't
it
wanna
just
smell
smells
that.
like rot.
Umberto, first from Puerto Rico. Hey, TRC team, got late for meetings. Dang, am I looking double? Dane's twin? Oh, look at those guys. Wow.
Oh,
It's
this
his
is
impressive.
beard. I mean,
Yeah,
beard,
it's
the
impressive.
hat.
beard, hat, button up.
David Cervantes, Justin, what do you do for a living?
I detail on the weekends.
Like,
There you go. Aaron, may the 4th be with you. Yes, I'm late, but I saw your Instagram of Star Wars, which is funny. How do you feel about the Bad Batch show?
Never seen it, Aaron.
Never seen it.
Alkaline Trio says he's going to fight me because it is vinyl.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Zach, we already answered that. It is
Bug off
okay to
is
use
okay.
bug off.
Yeah.
That Pumpkin Diesel. Tell
Hey.
Justin to bring me a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Aaron's, is it okay to use 303 touchless sealant with the Rag Company Ultra Clay? You need to rinse the car to activate the sealant.
Oh,
No,
man,
I wouldn't
do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Not when you're using the clay.
Yeah.
There's different ways to do that. Luke. Sorry, Dane. I don't have specific notifications turned on for every time you post anything. I think he said don't see you as that famous. Well, rather than taking personal digs at me because you just feel so insecure in your notification game,
Wow,
consider
Dane, that's
going on to YouTube, to the
cold-blooded
Rag Company
vicious.
YouTube channel. Not only clicking that subscribe
Tell us how
button,
you
but there's
really
also a
feel,
very
Dane.
handy bell button. I think, Anthony, you know
goodness.
something about this.
Damn,
and when you
no,
click
I
that bell,
don't.
there's also options when
pretty-
you click that bell to either
Gosh, I
receive
think we're gonna
some
have to-
notifications or all the notifications.
Sorry
and you
about
know
this,
what?
Luke.
It's not just you,
It's
Luke.
nothing
I think there's
personal.
other people out there who would definitely benefit.
Not personal at all, buddy.
So actually, you know what? If you have the YouTube app on your phone,
we
it
love you,
notifies
just so
you
you
on your
know that.
phone wherever you are, and you're totally covered throughout the
Dane,
day.
can stay at my house anytime you
it's
come
Luke
here.
Berge. He
Yeah,
doesn't mean anything by
yeah.
that.
Luke
Yeah.
bought my children gifts.
Jeez.
I'm not holding back for
Luke,
anybody.
Luke ran to me at an airport.
Yeah.
It's
Ran.
I
Ran
did
to
that
you.
off the top of my
Ran to
head.
me.
I did not have that planned or anything. That was
No,
just
this
a lot of
sounded
feelings
very-
came out.
It's not very
so
planned,
can Luke
Dane.
still stay at your house?
God, is he
I
still
mean,
invited or not
jeez.
anymore? I don't know where that puts you guys.
You might be staying outside.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Jake M. coming in hot says, favorite snow foam cannon for each of you, looking at MJJJJJJC Foam
A lot
Pro.
of J's.
I have no idea what that Phone Pro game
I don't know
gun
what
is.
the heck that is.
So-
I'm going to go ahead and say the MTM PF22 foam cannon.
I'm going to say the
It's
same.
definitely one of my
Same
favorites.
for me. Yeah.
Same?
Magnum 28.
Oh, Dane's
right.
a Magnum 28
Well, it
kind of
says
guy.
it's the PF22
Oh,
Magnum
okay.
28
It's got the 20.
kit,
Yeah, same thing.
Javier Gonzalez says, "Hey y'all, sorry I'm late today. Last day of the spring semester. So
Nice.
you're in
That's
school.
all right.
Well, congratulations
Yes.
on finishing out school. I don't know if you're a teacher. I don't know if you're going to school, but I will say that a lot of our graduates are actually graduating this week locally." From Boise State, as well as some of the other high schools around here,
Wonderful.
right? So school's almost out, right?
Yeah.
High school's almost out.
Liz
You
is
guys
the
remember
last
that
couple
when school's
weeks
almost
of
out for
classes.
summer?
Feels
yeah,
good.
nothing felt good except for when you had to go to summer school.
Yeah,
Not me, but
I did my senior year after I graduated.
I
After I
did
walked
summer
the line.
school, but I did summer school for
called
the
being
opposite
a-
reason
It's
that
called
most
being a super
do
senior.
it. I went to summer school because I wanted to take certain classes the
It
next
felt like
year,
a Banyan
and
from
I
Dazed
saw
and
that if I
Confused.
got the PE stuff out of the way in the summertime, I could take the video classes I wanted to during the year. So I actually took them ahead of time.
See, that's smart, Dane. You were thinking ahead. I
You took
wasn't.
trying.
PE classes at
Yeah,
summer?
I took gym in the summer.
That's
like
what a lot of
the
kids
next
did.
year's gym, I took
Yeah.
it during the summer prior,
Yeah.
and then I had room in my schedule for the video classes that only happened during.
Did you have
certain blocks of
PE
the
your
day.
sophomore year?
I planned that out.
Did you
Yeah.
have PE your sophomore year?
Um,
Because that's when I had it.
it was junior.
Yeah, I had it my sophomore year. So
I wish I would have done that because that would have reduced all those weird, awkward moments in the boys' locker
yeah,
rooms
that's what a
during
lot
the
of people did.
semesters.
I had
I'm
to
just
do it,
saying
though.
the summer one was really great. All the people who were there, like they were actually cool
I'll just
and
tell
they
you,
wanted to
when
be
I
there.
took summer school,
It's a good
I was
time.
bummed that I was out of school to take summer school because I was like, I could have done so much if I would have taken summer school.
Yeah.
However, when I did graduate and walked the line and knew that I hadn't actually received a diploma yet, and then they called me 2 weeks later and said, by the way, you didn't graduate.
Oh,
You still need to take Algebra 2 second semester and economics. And I said, well, I'm leaving for Mexico for my senior trip. And they're like, well, when you get back, we're going to sign you up for summer school. And I had to take those classes. It was the easiest
Wow.
classes. I mean, I don't really remember what I learned in those classes other than that I passed Algebra 2 with a C+.
dang!
And I passed economics with an A+. And I was like, how did I fail it in high school, but then in summer school, I'm like the best kid in the class? That was weird.
Seems like you fell in a
little
big
more-
valley between
Nah, I
the
think summer school's just a lot easier. That's how I see it.
maybe.
All right, Drew's Details. Good evening from Montreal, gents. What's going on, man?
Hey,
Thanks
Canadian.
for tuning in. Glossworks. Damn, too many options. I'll let you know the next Q&A. Then
Well, you let us know how it went.
Trisha, what's going on, girl? So I sprayed seal and shine on my car, and when I was buffing off the excess, it wouldn't buff off. I see dried droplets of the seal and shine. What do I do now? It's been a week since I did this. Seal and shine.
Turtle wax, seal and shine?
I think
probably.
so. So,
Turtle wax
Trisha, you may have to wash your car and use something
Like an APC.
like an APC first to try and break that and then reapply it. Kind of where you're at.
Seal and shine's pretty strong
It's pretty strong.
for a turtle wax. I mean,
If it's turtle wax, seal and shine, you're going to have to use Optimum Power Clean to break it.
yes.
So that's the only way.
Potentially.
So you can pick up some Optimum Power Clean from the rag company. Just get a bottle.
10 to
17 ounce
1.
bottle.
Try 10 to 1 and
Yeah.
spray it on there. See if you can
Dilute
break it
it
down.
10 to 1
and then
in a
just
bottle.
reapply it.
Yeah.
Glossworks Garage says, "Hey guys, been in point in live that don't feel the way you used to about detailing, like
think
you
it means
just
life.
want to quick.
Quit.
If quick. If so, what do you change your mind and keep doing what you love?"
So you reach that point in life where you're just like, I don't want to keep doing this detailing stuff. Do you
That's-
change your mind? Do you give up? Do you
Dang,
keep
that's
going?
exactly
What's
what
the
I
motivational
just said.
thing?
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I just said.
No, I'm just reiterating for
Oh.
anybody who may not have gotten
Justin,
the
how
exact
old are you?
clarity of the message.
35.
Okay.
Okay. So I opened my shop at 35.
Mhm.
No, I didn't. It was 31. I started working here at about 37. So,
Once you hit your
Uh,
30s, though.
but
Yeah.
right when I hit my 30s, because I've been detailing already for almost 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
there was a spot from 29 to 31 that I fell into this hole in the sense that I didn't mind detailing, I just didn't like detailing. And it changed because it was my job, it was my main job, and that was when I had to try and find a hobby.
Yeah.
That's when I bought my Jeep. That's when I was doing other stuff. Was just trying to. That's when I had my kids, and I think a lot of that was just like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Now that I got kids, I got all this stuff. So you got to find a hobby that is different from detailing.
Absolutely, 100%.
You
That's
need
actually
something
probably even different from cars.
Completely different from
occupy that
cars
energy.
Yeah.
because you're so wrapped up, and for some of us, like myself, washing a car is very therapeutic. I can relax because I know it so well, it's second nature, but it's not something I want to do for enjoyment. It's almost like a necessity. I have to do it.
It's like
'Cause I have
cleaning
to
the
get it
house.
done. Yeah, it's like part of cleaning the house. Nobody ever wants to clean their house, but sometimes you just got to clean the house and get it
Yeah.
done because it's gross. So you have to have a hobby that's completely opposite or separate of what you do. So you've got to find that hobby, and you got to figure out that hobby, and that hobby has got to be something that's not going to make you any money, because the moment it starts making you money as a side gig, now that's another side gig. You need to find another hobby.
I mean, we're talking to a lot of car people. Most of their hobbies cost them money.
Most of their hobbies are cars too. So I got into bikes.
yeah.
Started building bikes on the weekend.
Bicycles.
I started building bicycles on the weekends.
Yeah.
And working on bikes and doing that and immersing myself in bicycles. I'd always been into bikes and I always worked and did bikes.
Yeah.
But I started working at a bike shop at 27, 26 and was working on the weekends. And I just, when I got overwhelmed with detailing, I just focused on my bikes.
But like your knowledge of bikes is as deep as your knowledge of detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I met Nate, our graphic designer. He was a 17-year-old kid working at the same bike shop I was. Now, that's what I did. Now, my detailing side game, this is my job. Detailing on the side is a little side hustle. My new hobby is blacksmithing. That's my hobby, knife smithing and blacksmithing. That's what I'm doing. It's different. It's completely separate.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to do. Anthony, you've got different hobbies.
I have too many hobbies.
But like you've got your rig, you've got your gaming rig, you've got
Yeah,
your
like sim
your
racing,
wings and berries
wings
business.
and berries business. I also, I have my Portuguese bean business that I've obviously been trying to get up and going
Right.
since the video that we released on the channel.
How's that working
Not
out?
go great
Dane's
so
got his
far.
massage chair.
Dane's got
Yeah.
a massage chair.
That's
you
what
know,
his
hobby right there.
Then Justin has kids. He's also got a cool truck.
He's got
also,
a real job,
He's also got a real
like
job.
in
but he's-
sense a
but-
professional job, and
correct. And then he
his
also
business.
has a garage that he's obviously put a lot of time into getting all prepped up, right?
Yep, correct. So, yeah, I have my real job, and then sort of detailing is sort of somewhat my side gig.
but it's
and
also
then
therapy in the
It's
sense
also
like
therapy,
it's like-
hobby,
Yeah,
and then now it's sort of turning into a little more than that. However, I have my truck too, which is, will be an overland rig, and that's what I'm working towards.
It
as
looks
my
like it's
hobby.
heading that
Yeah,
direction.
camping.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It's
yeah,
it
camping
is
and
heading
whatnot.
that way, and it looks
Yeah.
awesome.
With branding like Mountain
With,
Town, it
with
just
branding
makes
and
sense.
marketing on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike B. So we got a couple minutes. We have to hurry up here through this.
You wanna power
Is there a way
through?
to prevent the thing I can do to help with dog hair and bedding? The dog has weekly vet appointments, and I've gone through way too many for real so far.
Have you
So,
tried the new for real?
He's basically just talking about how to keep the hair from really embedding into the upholstery. and
Try
everything.
Smart Fabric, and it does help a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
but
I try that, and then just get yourself a blow attachment on your
Like
air
a
compressor.
like a tornado gun.
Yeah, turn it
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Blow out
All
a lot of that hair.
Levi,
Chum Bucket, at
Yep.
this point in Anime Itachi Rap, the TRC Rex project, what show would you choose? I don't know what that means.
I know what that is, unfortunately.
All right.
that
Anthony,
case-
David Cervantes. Oh, no, just kidding. Go ahead, Dane.
I don't know. Probably go for like a Cowboy Bebop rap.
There we
That'd
go.
be kinda
Yeah, I
cool.
like that. David Cervantes. Anthony, have you tried the tamarind Mexican candy?
I have, and that was I actually recently just tried that, and that is the tamarind, which is the almost like a fruit leather with
yeah.
covered in the chili
Yeah.
powder.
I
Delicious.
saw you licking it the other day. All right, Dabbler Details. Levi with no beard. Justin from Mountain Town. Ah, is this real life?
Pretty cool.
it's
And
real.
then OC Detailing. True story. My wife worked at Cracker Barrel for 8 years. Nice. Thanks.
Oh, man.
Appreciate that, Marco. Drew's Details. Does the clay towel mar the paint if well lubricated? No.
No.
How does the For Real compare to a Lily brush? Would it be compatible with Ryobi 6-gallon cordless vacuum? Yes. David Cervantes, also, guys, I plan on shipping a fair bit of treats from my uncle's store. Also, would it be okay if I sent my first fire helmet shield as well?
Are you sure you
Yeah,
wanna
we'd
send
put
that?
it up.
That'd
We'd
be-
hang it up.
that'd be
if you
really
want.
Heck yeah,
cool.
we can put
Heck
that
yeah.
up.
I just
in
don't
the
want to take it if
studio.
it's got like sentimental
Yeah.
value or something.
Yeah,
but-
David Cervantes. He's already got Javier. I am a student, but I'm excited to get some detailing in this summer. Nice, Javi. Dabbler, speaking of the clay towel, I used it for the first time. It's absolutely amazing. No marring whatsoever. There you go, man. And then Grant says Dane needs Dr. Phil and some sock puppets, the dark side of the net.
Oh my gosh.
This
Went
guy
into a
says
trance
to
for a
stay in your
second
lane. And then Aaron's, I hope I will get my driver's license this summer, maybe offer detailing services when others ask how I keep it clean. Yes, I'm almost 20 and I should have gotten my license sophomore year. That's fine, Aaron. It's all right, brother. You can get it whenever you want to. I always want to start a detailing business during my high school years, but never got to start it because of school and not being able to get my license. All right, man. You've been learning. That's good.
That time will come and you'll be ready.
Gloss works well. At 28, I might be at that point in life then. I bought a drum set to let the stress go. Also bought a motorcycle. So I think I'll keep looking. Maybe it is a side effect
Between
of the
those
pandemic.
two things, that didn't work.
Those
The drum set and
are his
motorcycle?
two favorite things.
This is both. These
Yeah,
are both
two of
his
Anthony's
things.
favorite things.
That
Drumming
should
and
definitely work.
motorcycles.
Both of those should
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Hit the drums harder and well, I would say ride faster, but don't do that.
But if
Only
they
should you get
don't,
in
just
trouble.
find a Honda Civic and then buy another one and another
Yeah,
one.
David
and see if that helps
Cervantes.
fill the void.
What the heck?
David Cervantes says also, if you want to continue loving cars, don't go into collision repair. You'll see a lot of flaws and you'll never want to work on one again. That's why I got into off-roading and into like rock crawling, because those guys don't care. They beat the ever-living snot out of their panels. And I hated going to car shows and seeing horrible paintwork. So that's why I liked going to see these dudes that were just building weird stuff to go climb rocks, because I didn't have to worry about the paint anymore.
And
Didn't
yet
have to think
everybody
about it.
cringes when I take my once six-figure car through a car wash.
Well, Dane, that's because
Serious.
we thought you'd learn
Six-figure
better.
car.
It's now a much cheaper car.
Six-figure car.
geez,
Once it
Dane.
was. On the option sheet, it
Now
was.
it's
but
a
it is
four-figure
not
car.
anymore.
Ricardo B, what's up, guys? Anthony, keep up with the bean business from one Portuguese to another.
Thank you.
We
It
don't
means
give
a lot,
shit.
Ricardo. Thank you very much.
Chumbucket says stare at the screen for 2 seconds. And then OC Detail and Marco saying, Anthony, fala portuguese? Quando vamos comer fiejo en tal?
Yeah, no hablo español.
See, the thing is, he's very Portuguese, but he does not
Spanish.
Portuguese. I'm sorry, that's Spanish. I'm sorry, my bad.
David Cervantes says it has sentimental value, but I think it would be a lot cooler if you guys had it. Oh,
Well,
thanks,
David, that's
man.
really sweet of you. So thank
And
you.
then he says, you see every paint defect it shows. Correct.
Yeah.
That's why I like the smashed up stuff. All right.
That
there we
lines
go,
us up.
All
guys.
right, Justin,
4
thank you
o'clock.
so much
Thanks
for
for
coming
having
out,
me.
hanging out.
It's
I know
been
Hey, it's
fun,
been fun.
dude.
It's been fun. It's been great.
Rocked out a
Loved it.
Q&A.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh,
All right,
see
Dave,
you
take us
again
home.
next week, guys.
All
Yeah,
right.
there we go.
Yeah, you
We'll see you
know,
next
stick
week.
around. That's cool. You find more things to do around town. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If you're hearing this sometime in the future, make sure you're subscribed to the Rag Company YouTube channel as well as our sister channels. And apart from that, guys, just keep watching, keep listening, and let us know if there's anything we can do to make the show even better. We're always looking for input. We love hearing from you guys. And of course, that's what Q&A is all about, the back and forth. So keep it coming, tell your friends, and we'll catch you later. See ya.